There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to session number 3 of Ellseworld. Although only the second week we've been playing it. If you're wondering where the first 2 episodes are, you can check them out on our YouTube now or on the VOD on Twitch. But as you're here now, just stick around and enjoy the fun. I'll give you a little brief recap of what happened last time in a short little while. But for now, we're going to go around and introduce our lovely players at the table, starting with the lovely fellow on my right here.
Nice. Hello, I'm Kane, and for anyone dialing in from ancient Rome, hoc tantum possum dicere, salve me. I'll be playing Reed Bogwater, who is a tiny little fairy druid. And the art, which is going around in the little carousel down in the bottom right, was done by the brilliant Said Idiot. She's incredible. Check her out on all socials, SEDDIDIOT.
I gave me a little bit of a chub when you said that. Hello, my name's Dan. This isn't the official name of this tool, but it was my favourite one. So the Pair of Excruciation is a device that you put in someone's mouth or anus and then twist it and it expands. It's pear-shaped. I'm playing Quinn, they're not a sorcerer, they're a wizard, a changeling wizard at that. And the art that you'll see going around, it's literally right there actually, no that way, is by Michaelis Moshu, at Michaelis Moshu on Twitter and Instagram. They're amazing, go and send them some love. They are a lovely human being.
Just a quick pause, everyone put on airplane mode if you could.
Oh yeah, thank you for that reminder.
Thanks, Goblin.
Also, where can I get that torture device? Just
I was actually going to say, Dan, the torture device that you talked about last time, the bull that people have put inside, I've seen one of those. And I've also seen one of the pear things that opens up in a person's mouth. I went to a torture museum once.
You've been snooping in my room?
Yeah, I mean, they call it the torture museum. Anyway, the time right now is 7 minutes to 8. I'm Tom. Did you know, following on from my fact from last week, mushrooms breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe in oxygen just like a person does. But they are also responsible, the decaying of plant matter by fungi is also responsible. I would say maybe not the mushrooms themselves, but are responsible for emitting 85 gigatons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every single year, which is 8.5 times more than the burning of fossil fuels. So no matter how much we try to stop the apocalypse, the mushrooms will bring it to us. I'm playing Appleby Oakwood. He is the international man of soil. Callum, how are you?
Delightful after hearing all of that. If you'd like to find out what my intro gimmick is going to be, please tune in next session. I'll be playing Shadow. He's a Loxodon rogue. Jamie, what's that?
My art is done by Joaz JPEG. Joaz.jpg. There it is. It's on the stream there. And Cal's art is next.
It's by Artie. It's Artie Fardy. You can follow them on all of the socials that we provide. It's at Artie Fardy. I don't want to spell it because there's too many A's in it. Jamie, again.
What up, Warriors of Christ? It's me, Jamie. I am trying out this heathen game of D&D to see what Satan's all about. I'm going to be playing Coroner. They are a mechanical medic and priest to one of these many false gods you'll find in this game. I'm very excited to be damned for all eternity along with my friends. And my art was done by one of God's own children, really bad weather _ art on Instagram. Please follow them, they are great.
Absolutely hateful. Hi, I'm Jams. I'm a godless heathen, apparently.
Yeah, but we knew that.
Yeah, nothing is new. For security purposes, my gender has changed on a weekly basis. This week, I identify as a biohazard. And I'm going to be playing Rodeo, the Dragonborn Gunslinger. And my artwork was done by Suerline and Salaka.
Great. How are we sounding, Goblin?
Sounded pretty good. Maybe turn us up a tiny bit. Okay. Not by much.
When you say us.
Jay can.
Okay.
turn it up.
Cool. Yes, thank you all.
Introduce yourself.
I'm going to. I was just going to say thank you all for joining me back for session 3 for Ellseworld. I'm Elliot.
Thanks for the massive payout.
Yeah. Don't tell the others. Wait.
Jamie's getting paid.
I really didn't want to be here.
It's in the contract. Yes, it's me, it's Elliot. This is my campaign. It's Ellseworld. I might do that. I might do that for one more session, and then you'll just have to figure it out on your own. Yes, last we spoke, or last you may have seen me in this position. We were playing Ellseworld. That's not dirty. I was standing here, and I sometimes sit where Kane is. Anywho, yes, Ellseworld. We found our heroes in the port city of Ria Priz, a goblin town on the eastern coast of the Golden Kingdom. They came to this town under the instruction of a scholarly merchant known as Faisal, a dragonborn from the Golden Tooth, as he was intent on seeing the magical rift that is supposedly going to open at some point very early tomorrow morning, and see if anything were to come out of it. You were hired by him with the kind of additional task of also finding his associate Digby, who he had originally sent to Ria Priz to kind of scout the area out, find out a bit more about what was going on, see if anyone else turned up that might be of note, stuff like that, basically just to be here on kind of Ria Priz / Rift watch while Faisal was making his way here. You arrived in the town and you immediately got into a little bit of trouble with some other rowdy members of the tavern patronage. The Risen Wreck, you found yourselves in a bar fight just outside it and slightly inside it, as well as horrible messages were purveyed to people in their minds by way of Applebee's magic. Some harsh words were thrown around and some guns were shot, and some people may or may not have died during this fight.
Allegedly, people died during this fight.
Allegedly.
There's no body to be found.
After this...
Yeah, because Reed ate it all.
It exploded. After this tussle, you guys went back to your task of trying to find Digby. Some of you went to the fishing supply shop Rod Gods, where he had been seen, and also the proprietor told you that he had been taking some fishing lessons there a little while back, and yeah, he'd seen him fishing about 3 or 4 months ago in the town, which was pretty much the last time anyone's seen Digby here.
Fish monster.
The other group of you went to the post office, and Quinn, in the guise of a bugbear that they had fought earlier, actually successfully picked up their post and Digby's post that had been waiting for them at the post office.
Galaxy brain move, to be honest.
It was a bit of a galaxy brain
really
move,
good.
yeah. And you found the letters that Faisal had been sending Digby, which had gone unresponded to and unreceived, as well as he's not been seen for quite some time. Then you all headed back to the inn and you talked to the current bartender of the inn, Seto de Tall, who, in exchange for a nice physical from Coroner, handed over Digby's stuff from their kind of lost and found area after his room had been cleared up after he had vanished, leaving all his stuff in, well, not all his stuff, but a lot of his stuff in his room.
Just a quick thing, we also found a shit ton of missing dwarf posters.
Oh yes, and while looking around for the Crimson Gallants, who you've spotted keeping an eye on you, who Faisal had also told you weren't a particularly nice bunch of people, you went looking for them again. You found a notice board, and this notice board had some missing posters on it. Two that had been kind of more recent than the rest, that had been all for dwarves back in when they disappeared 10 years ago. But the two that stood out were one for a dwarf named Volthor Slate Stalker, and another for the dragonborn that you're looking for, Digby. And as well as a few other things on that notice board. I can go through them again if you'd like me to.
I've got them all written down.
Brilliant, well done. Well, that's where we left off. You're currently in the inn with Faisal as he's just polishing off his third drink now. Jamie, you've just come out of the kind of back room after having completed this physical
Wiping
exam.
myself off.
Yeah, it went very well, I seem to recall. I think
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 between sessions.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about how goblins work, and I lanced the shit out of that.
You know that one goblin very
Incredibly
Specifically
well.
hobgoblins. This is a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
During 10 minutes or so, during a 10 minutes while you're doing the physical, I'll just reset my comprehend languages. So it's up for another hour.
Before we get properly started as well,
Yes.
big
Oh,
shout out
yes.
to our people on Patreon. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon. I've got some goodies to hand out. This week, Kane, you're getting a nat 20.
No way!
And Tom, you're getting an advantage.
Oh,
What a
Good
positive
things.
Patreon
Thanks,
today.
Patreon.
Thanks, guys.
If you want to get in on our Patreon and find out what the fuck I'm talking about, if you pay us £5 a month, you get in on a nat 20/crit fail poll and a advantage/disadvantage poll for every single session of D&D we play. That's this, Pirates, and Hubworld. And there's lots of other stuff, such as we host some creative streams on there. We have party game night where we play games with you. Some high quality Dungeoneers pack items. Lots of cool stuff you can find over on our Patreon.
There's also some donation incentives going around on the slideshow, but I won't put too much time into that. They'll be coming around on the bottom right of your screens.
You can buy us things.
You can buy us nat 20s or advantages or disadvantages or crit fails.
Yeah, spur of the moment.
yeah.
If you want to throw a spanner in the works and ruin someone's day.
First vote, I got a crit fail.
Really?
Yeah. Spanner.
Funny.
It was funny.
Oh,
hey.
Thanks for
Thank-
following.
Hey!
Hey.
We haven't even done anything yet. So you're here in the inn. Faisal's sat at the table that he has been at pretty much all afternoon. It's currently about 5 or so in the afternoon. The sun's still in the air, but it's starting to get a little bit dusky up in here. You kind of return back. Coroner, you see as Coroner kind of comes out from this back room. Seto also kind of buttoning his shirt back up as he heads back to the bar. Quinn at the table, you reset your comprehend languages. Anyone else do anything in this 10 minutes that Coroner was?
The hobgoblin said that Digby had been staying in room 48C, so I would go up and begin to inspect room 48C.
Cool. You go up, you see the kind of, you go up 2 flights of stairs onto the top floor of the kind of, this bit would be like the in level with the upper deck of the ship, but in the kind of actual tavern building, it's a full floor of rooms. And you go over to the room and you see it's. Do you try the handle?
Yep.
Locked at the moment.
I think there are people staying in there at the moment, aren't there?
There's a
are
couple
lots.
in there.
I mean, yeah, that's not going to stop Shadow, I assume.
Yeah, they're not going to notice and go in.
I'll
Wait a few seconds. Nothing. Wait a few seconds more. Nothing.
I'm going to take out my thieves' tools. And I'm going to do rogue things.
Cool.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever seen a rogue that knocks first.
I'll try my best.
Very polite.
It's a 15.
15? Cool. Yeah, you get your lock-picking tools in there. Is there any particular way that Shadow would go about doing this?
Stealthily.
Stealthily? Cool. Give me a stealth check. Just see how stealthily you do this.
Ooh,
Ooh.
19.
Very quietly, you put these tools inside. Your kind of like aura begins to kind of turn to this darkened aura once more as it becomes a little bit more difficult to see you as you begin to put these tools in the door and you hear that, that's it, unlocks.
Nice. Look to my left, look to my right. Anyone following me?
Give me a perception check.
14.
14? Woo. Can't see anyone in the corridor at the moment.
Sick, that'll do. I hope I'm not following me. I'll go in.
Cool. Yeah, you open the door and you are met by a pretty nice, a very well furnished, big king-sized kind of suite. You see a kind of an open plan kind of living space in front of you with a kind of nice little lounge area right in front of you. Off to one side, a nice 4-poster bed, and then to the other side, a kind of bathroom area.
That's fine. Is there any sort of like writing area or desk or I can't remember what they're called, like
A bureau.
yeah, bureau
Yeah.
or the thing with the mirror where you sit down and put makeup
Oh, a
on?
vanity.
Vanity,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah,
Anything like that.
there is kind of to the one side on the kind of like far end of the living space, which is basically directly opposite the doors that you come in through.
I'm going to start there and I'm going to start looking for any sort of like hidden compartments.
Okay.
And then I'll start there and begin to move onto all of the furniture.
Cool.
Looking for anywhere Digby might have been hiding like a journal or hidden notes or anything like that.
Oh, check under the mattress.
Under the mattress, under the bed. Then, well, I'll see how I do with this and then I'll have other
You
plans.
open the cupboard and he's in there like, you found me!
It's my turn to look now.
Cool. Yeah. Give me an investigation check as you search the room.
I'm gonna burn an inspiration on that one.
No.
You go on.
That was a natural one.
DM, would you bestow upon us
Yes.
the rubbers?
Please,
Oh, I've got one.
please, I need to erase this inspiration.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
It's gonna
Oh
come
my
up
god,
there.
everything.
Everything is.
Something just fell over.
It's okay. It's just a little splash of water.
Oh, good. No,
It's, it's an Ellseworld tradition.
Excellent. That's gone so much better with a pink dice. 16.
16.
Yeah.
You have a look around. You kind of search under the vanity. You kind of search under the bed and stuff. The only thing you do find is kind of a worn patch underneath where the kind of desk is, where it does appear that there's kind of been some claw marks digging into the floor there.
Ooh.
Sorry, I was distracted by rubbers being
No
passed
worries.
around.
You don't seem to find any kind of like journals, secret compartments or anything like that, but you do see kind of on the floor space underneath where the vanity kind of desk is, on the far side, or is actually desk, not vanity.
Yeah.
You do see kind of 3 claw marks grazed into the ground underneath the desk.
As in, it looks like somebody was dragged out. by-
Give me another check. Give me a survival check. See if you can kind of figure out what kind of like might have caused this.
9!
9. It does look like something was dragged along here.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on it and see if it's a hollow, like, floorboard.
It sounds like a normal floorboard would, but
Okay.
again with the kind of like being there's another floor underneath you.
That makes sense, yeah. That tracks. Well, he was probably dragged out of his room, or he was into some weird shit. Both
We don't
are
judge, it's
possible.
fine.
He was a
No, it's
dragon,
not,
right?
right?
So he did have
Huh?
claws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a guy pulling his fingernails out.
Have the couple left anything valuable in here?
Oh God.
You can
It begins.
You can see at the foot of the bed there's kind of 2 big luggage trunks kind of stacked on one of those things that you fold out and you put like luggage on at like a nice hotel or something like that. You do see 2 luggage trunks there.
Does one look more well kept than the other?
They both look pretty nice actually. They both look fairly pristine.
Gonna try the one on the left. Is it locked?
Cool. Neither are locked.
Excellent. Open.
Cool.
Open.
You see inside kind of 2 sets of very like kind of nice just lots of clothing, and you also do find in each of the trunks about 200 gold in total spread between the 2 trunks. You find a pretty nicely sized emerald as well, and that's pretty much all you get apart from their clothes and the gold.
Nice. From in my many robes, I'm gonna bring out a little like pen and paper. Effectively, I'm just gonna write. I could have robbed you, but I didn't. Shadow. And leave it in.
In the trunk?
Yep, in the trunk. Close the trunk, and I'll leave.
Cool. You said heading back out of the room, just going straight back downstairs?
Yeah, like locking up, make sure
Cool.
it looks as if I was never here.
Cool. Give me a second lockpicking check to see if you can relock the door.
Oh, that dice is fucking wank. 9.
9. It's a lot easier than locking it, and you pretty sure you get it in.
That'll do.
Cool.
I'll pay attention to the elephant in the room.
They were just proving that they're in the same room as us.
So we weren't all together.
We're all here.
All in
Yeah.
one glorious
Yeah,
room.
this is one space.
Cool. In the time that's been happening, anyone else?
Can I kind of retroactively, with the missing dwarf posters,
Yes.
is this something that Coroner will be aware happened kind of everywhere when they vanished? Like how very like public was the fact that like, right, cool, we're all fucking off now, or was it like just one day all the dwarves were gone? It's kind of what I'm asking.
Shortly after the High King died,
Yeah.
dwarves started slowly leaving their homes and heading out there. But you do know that at a certain point in time, all of the dwarves were just gone. It was about 1 year after
Okay.
the Dwarf King had died that any that had remained seemed to have also disappeared.
Cool. So like,
So
logically,
okay.
like yeah. So logically, the fact that there were missing posters here probably is because of that, rather than because there was something else going on around the same time.
Around the same time as when they all disappeared.
Yeah. So like, are missing posters normal for when the dwarves disappeared, or is it like some skulky thing was taken out of dwarves?
You certainly would have seen similar missing posters in the Golden Tooth.
Cool. All I needed. Okay, perfect.
Would that have been during the entire period that they were like packing up and just leaving, or was it right at the end where any stragglers seemed to just kind of vanish?
In Nargoli, it happened a lot less, so Rodeo wouldn't be sure. But
Yeah.
as far as kind of, if you kind of gauge this from the group, certainly in the Golden Kingdom, shortly after they were all gone, that's when the missing posters started arriving.
Okay, cool, sweet, nice.
Cool.
About that, year on point.
Head to the
Interesting.
high house.
Oh yeah, we were going to do
We're
that.
gonna head to the high house to talk to.
That's for the
pub,
address for the new.
Yeah, the newest poster
Yeah.
for Volvo Slate Stalker.
All information to the High House.
Do we want to head there straight away, as I am quite spent from our fight earlier?
Well,
We've got until tomorrow morning, so we could have a quick nap and then head out. It's not going to do much for me. Never mind. It's up to the lot of you, but I'm not at. I can keep you all alive, but I can't keep you conscious, as it were.
That's alright, I'll try not to be knocked out.
Thank you.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Don't get stabbed again.
Oh.
You see how Appleby just spoke through the DM's mouth there? do we all see that?
No.
Tom,
What
how are you
talking
doing that with your mouth?
Onward!
So you're heading up to High House?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why the hell not?
Cool, so you kind of head to the middle of this horseshoe-shaped dock that is Ria Priz, and using kind of the pulley lever system of lifts, you eventually manage to get to the highest floor of Ria Priz, this kind of third tier that's almost all made up of... you're in a high house. Yeah, made up of this kind of like jumbled mess of walkways and temporary kind of structures, scaffolding, things like that allow you access to most of the buildings up here. You pretty easily, through means of either asking or just kind of like searching for long enough, do find a house that is kind of written in dwarvish script above it in kind of an arc above the curved doorway. You do see it's written High House. This kind of nice whitewashed stone building stands before you with this kind of large oaken double door set into the quite nice wide door frame.
Are the buildings on this level, on the top level, are they fancier than any of the others, or are they older, kind of like built before other stuff? Do they look fresh? Do they just like in comparison?
These ones do look better maintained generally, and certainly some of the kind of additional stylings of the houses seem to be more fanciful and flourishing up here.
Okay.
You would know that some of the buildings can extend all the way from the bottom, like right into the water, to the top, and some of them that are up here, which includes High House, are just single-story structures built out of the cliff, kind of at this top level.
We probably should have asked Faisal who lives here. Being we might have been prepped a little bit more than we are.
Well, there we go then.
I'll put on my natural charm.
You see as...
Same.
Appleby at the back just starts juggling.
Sure.
You see, as after a little while, a kind of
posture.
door creaks open, you see this fairly old-looking gentleman answer the door. He's got long grey hair, this kind of like well-maintained long grey beard, wearing this very fine kind of black formal suit as he kind of creaks the door open just enough to poke his face through and goes, "Hello there."
What race is this?
This appears to be a human.
Human. We're here to inquire about Volthor Slate Seeker.
Oh, you're here to see the mistress.
Apparently so.
Do you have information?
Yes.
One moment, please. As he closes back the door. You do wait a couple more moments and then you hear it. Right this way. So he kind of opens the door fully. And you're met into this fairly well-lit, very nice-looking building, which, as you kind of open up and see this entrance hall, is completely crowded with armor stands, weapon racks, things like that. You see the trappings and trophies of the life spent fighting as you walk down this corridor that looks almost like an armory as this old wizened man kind of leads you through the house, kind of hobbling before you as you reach this kind of very nice open plan entrance hall with a grand staircase that seems to be leading up to the second floor of High House.
As we walk down the corridor, Reed would like float up to Quinchon and like, do we actually have any information? Or
No.
Okay, I wondered if I just missed it.
Okay, to be
that's
fair,
fine.
we've got information. It's just not necessarily the information that they're looking for.
It's just not necessarily.
Yeah, I've got
relevant.
loads of info.
Yeah, exactly.
I've read books.
Man on the door should have been more specific.
Just kind of like lying.
Okay, nice.
You hear-
Lies.
You see a quick flash behind Coroner's eyes as they quickly back up their personality on an off-site server because they know how this is going to go.
As you kind of reach this atrium area with this staircase heading up before you, and you do see two corridors also heading out to the right and left-hand side, this gentleman kind of turns to your group and says, wait here, please. As he then kind of hustles off into one of the side corridors. A few moments pass, and you hear a door open on the kind of floor above you, and some footsteps head up towards you, and you see appearing at the top of this flight of stairs a very nicely dressed but also armoured figure comes to the top of the stairs, tall with dark braided black hair falling almost down to her midriff. You see this half-orc figure come into view at the top of this stairs, this set of stairs. As she looks down towards the lot of you, she says, I hear you have information on Volthor.
Adjacent information, yes. We also look for someone.
Adjacent information, what does that mean?
We're looking for Digby, and it seems odd that your friend went missing recently. We might be of service?
My friend didn't go missing recently. I'm just the only one that's bothered putting his poster back up.
Apologies, where are my manners? Quinn Denari, of House Denari.
A pleasure.
And you
House. 1 second.
Every time we had, there's someone who we have to roll to see if anyone's aware that they're famous.
House Denari. I've never heard of it.
Oh, nor did I.
Nargolian, but alas.
Bless you.
And you are?
I'm the magistrate of this town, Liza Drackhart.
Lies a Drackhart.
Appleby this whole time has been juggling apples.
Any bees?
As we walked in, no, just 3 apples.
Okay.
And as she introduces herself, he'll catch one of the apples in his mouth, pocket the other 2, and just start eating the apple for the rest of the conversation.
Might I presume the rest of you are with this noble person? Or do you have names?
Oh yeah, my name's Reed Bogwater, and I'm a fairy, and I'm a druid. I didn't catch your name.
I just said it.
I wasn't listening. He was juggling. It was very entertaining.
I'm Liza Drackhart.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna write that down now. I thought at the centre of the town there lay a Drackhart. That makes more sense.
My name's Shadow. Nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
Coroner, physician by trade.
And this is Rodeo and Appleby.
I was just kind of looking around Appleby to see who was going to take his turn and be like, never mind. Rodeo, and then I kind of I don't say who I am necessarily, but I kind of pull my collar up so that the sheriff's badge is visible.
She definitely seems to look at you and kind of gives you a look as she sees that.
Do I recognise the name, by the way? Would the name spark any recognition?
Give me a straight D20 check.
Cool.
Any of us, or?
Just Rodeo, because they're in the same kind of business.
Oh, that's a 1.
Okay.
No.
Never heard of them.
Well, I guess I've never been here before.
You've also now forgotten their name.
Yeah, I probably have.
Liza Drackhart. Anywho, what information do you have, adjacent or not? I'd be glad to hear it.
Well, it seems that a lot of people went missing in this town, and the person we are searching for is the one dragonborn amongst many dwarves.
In this town, they've been missing everywhere.
Oh.
Well, I suppose, yeah, if somebody's missing in a town, then they are missing everywhere.
Oh, I know, I meant the dwarves.
The doors went underground, but dragonborns, they didn't follow.
That's a different case, I think. Brought to my attention by some noble, I think, from the Golden Tooth.
Yes.
What is it to do with you? And what is it to do with Volthor?
Well, I'm kind of lost, gang.
Yeah, I think
Right.
maybe we came here prematurely.
I think that I'm the wrong person to speak for the group, but I've started. It seems interesting that only you have put up a poster for dwarves that went missing so long ago. Why are there... Every other poster seemed to be from the era. No one else has bothered to replace, nothing else has gone missing. Is there only one important dwarf, and is it this one?
Well, I can't speak for the other dwarves, but I have a personal reason to find Volthor.
Which is?
He owes me quite a considerable sum of money.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Now you're speaking my kind of language. How much?
In the thousands.
And how long has he owed you that?
Well, since before he disappeared.
That makes sense. I'll write that down.
Did he disappear along with the other dwarves? Because his poster was quite a bit more recent than the others we found. Were you looking, did he disappear with them and you're just persistent? Or is there information you've recently received that make you think?
I wouldn't be very good at my job if I wasn't persistent.
You're not mistaken, but you're not being persistent about the other dwarves.
Well, I suppose not, but again, I have a personal reason to keep this up.
This is fair.
And have you got any headway? Any leads?
Have you tried getting into Yarak?
Not recently, no. But I have been, it's beautiful.
Rather difficult these days if you're not a dwarf.
Or a noble of Yarak?
I can't say I would know. I'm only a humble magistrate, milady. Or my lord.
Either.
Milady.
Milady.
Well, if you did want to go to Yarak, my family were, shall we say, conscripted to the dwarves. We went to Yarak all the time. We were one of their few above ground contacts, houses under their control. If I find him there, I could let you know.
I would be most appreciative if you're able to get into Yarak. There's quite a few people I'd like to find down there.
You want to give us a list?
There is one. It's on the notice board.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
More of a jumble of posters rather than a list, but all right.
Appleby finishes eating the apple core whole.
Of course he does.
Loudly, like...
Just give me a con save for that.
Okay.
There's people who do that in real life.
I know.
And they're all,
It's not going to be a high DC.
My stepdad does that.
I'm made of soil. What if a tree grows?
there's nothing I hope for.
It's not great, is it?
It's a bad roll session so far. It's tough to get it down, even for you who's kind of used to eating apples this way. You kind of
It's just really loud.
It went down so
you kind of hear the crunching of soil as Applebee's trying to get this thing down his throat.
Just loudly clears his throat.
Hateful.
And then just sort of goes, your friend, Volthor, before he went missing, did he have any fishing lessons?
Fishing lessons. He was quite an adept fisherman on his own, actually. Most of the dwarves here took up the art.
Well, that's what him and Digby have in common. Takes out a second
but he's
apple.
absolutely fucking right.
I mean, yeah. Correlation does not equal causation.
No, but so far, Rod God is our best lead.
We think that like maybe we should do a fishing lesson and then like see if he tries to kidnap us, and then we can be like, no. That's my plan.
On the
I'm
line of
listening to you,
kidnap,
mate, don't worry.
I could turn into a dwarf and you guys could follow me and just
That would certainly attract attention.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
that
dwarf
would
as
turn a
above
few
ground.
heads.
make sure no one kidnaps me though, please.
Are we allowed to let them kidnap you, but then save
Also
you
follow.
afterwards?
I'd rather... Thank you, Spam 591. I'd rather not be kidnapped, but...
We can stop that.
Are you assuming there's a napper in town?
Yeah. Possibly.
This Digby fellow of yours, you never said what you were here.
To find him.
Right. Well,
He was looking into the rift.
the rift, of course.
Have you bought your rift shades?
I
Where
have.
the glare?
I have my rift shades. I'm prepared.
Good.
Prepared for the glare.
I did see Digby while he was here, though.
Oh.
Yes, nice chap.
Anything you could tell us we might not already know?
Hung around the tavern a lot. Seemed to be skulking more often than not.
He was a skulker.
Shall we do some skulking? I've not really skulked before.
It seems like your
Skulking
kind of thing. I
is
think
my
you'll do well.
I think I'll enjoy it.
That doesn't surprise me.
You see as she kind of Drakkar catches your eye at this point and says, "You there, you person of the law?
You could say that.
Are you looking for work?"
I'm never going to turn down a job if it's asked.
"I have work. Do you take bounty work?"
Sure do.
"Excellent. Well, I'm searching for a man by the name of Renthar.
Renthar, okay.
Good name.
He's a wood elf, and he was last spotted leaving the Baron's Crossing. There is currently a price of 300 gold on his head, preferably alive, but dead is fine too."
What do you need him for?
He stole quite a considerable fund from one of the shops here, one of the market stalls.
Oh, it's not on. A few weeks away.
Did he work alone?
As far as I know, the bounty is only for him as well. But who knows, he may have a crew at this point.
All right. Well, I'll keep my ear to the ground while we're doing our own investigations. And if our paths cross, perhaps I'll have a word with him.
Excellent. And you see as at this point she kind of comes down the stairs and gets this kind of folio of wanted posters out of her back pocket, kind of flips through a few of them, tears out a page and hands you this bounty for Renthar, which appears to have kind of a stylistic drawing of a wood elf on it in this kind of light leather armour. You see he's got slicked back, quite dark hair, a very kind of oval head and these quite large eyes. You're not sure on the colour because it's not rendered in colour.
So, what was the place? Was it Baron's Crossing? Is that
Yes.
a place in town?
It's right here, so it's how much is a time? Is a hex?
Oh, it's over here. I
The
see.
hex is 2 days' travel.
Cool. So it's
2, 4, 6. Wait, and the lines are roads, yeah?
The lines are roads, yes. Which is safe travel. You can obviously travel off the road. If you dare. That wasn't in character.
22 to 24 days to get to Baron's Crossing.
if we go by road.
If we go straight by road, walking, that is as well.
Walking. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, chances are we're going to be heading in that direction at some point anyway. So.
I assume this bounty lasts as long until such time what he has returned.
Exactly. There is no time limit on this.
Nice.
We'll
Got the
find out in
gold
10
waiting.
years from now. He's an old man.
Like the end game stuff, like we're on the way to the bottom, we just run into him.
He's just like coming out of a shop with a coffee.
Oh, it's him! Just idly reading the thing and you
Yeah.
look down, he's right behind it.
100 sessions later, get him!
We're there with like end game loot, like rich beyond belief. 300 gold, please.
Just stacked there in your like massive
yeah,
armours
absolute
and
chump
robes.
change at level 20, but it's about the principle.
Yes.
Well, it's certainly enlightening having you all here. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, but if you do hear anything about missing people, more so than you already know, do get in contact.
Where can I find you?
There is in wreck currently.
Brilliant.
Likewise, we will do the same for you.
I'd appreciate that.
Thank you, Magistrate.
I've got a question. Some fellas in crimson running around. Can't remember what their names are.
Crimson Gallants.
Very Crimson Gallants. Not much about them.
I've heard the stories, of course. A legendary group of fighters, supposedly here to save the world. I've never seen them do it, so I don't know if they're all that cracked up to be, but I've certainly seen some fellows in red armour hanging around here. Do you suppose they're the Gallants?
Well, they are dressed in crimson, so that is as close to a Crimson Gallant as I've ever seen. My query would more be along the lines of if they've been causing any kind of mischief or acting nefariously or suspicious.
Much like the fellow you're looking for, Digby. I have noticed them skulking around quite a fair deal. They seem to be watching, observing.
Any favoured haunts?
I have noticed them up near... where is this document?
I haven't been there in town.
Yeah.
I've seen them hanging around near the bird's nest.
Oh, she's just got a stutter.
That's a shop on this level of the city.
Nice.
What does it sell?
Ranged weaponry.
Yeah, alright.
I would have guessed eggs, but it wasn't that.
Nice one. Thank you.
I thought it was an avian property letting agency.
Anything else? Anything else we need? Anything else we want? What do you think's coming through the rift?
Probably the same thing that usually comes through. Absolutely fuck all.
Excellent.
Oh, that's
I like to hear it.
Beware the glare.
Good day.
Beware the glare. Hope you get your rift shades.
Do we need
Yes.
those? Are they
Are
like
we
an
sponsored?
urgent-
Is this a bit? Is this a sponsorship?
You saw before on the notice board there was an advert for Rift
Yeah.
Shades with the caption Beware
Are
the glare.
we in Heroes Grove sponsored by Rift Shades?
I'm certainly
We are, but if you'd like us that.
If you want to sponsor us, hit us up. We'll chill basically anything. So
Yeah, it's less that we're sponsored by it and more our failing business desperately needs an
yeah, that
advertisement.
too.
Buy Rift Shades. They're wearable.
Not real.
They've already got a tagline, but where the glare? Anyway,
We still get
Beware the
shirts.
glare.
yeah.
I made that up. Beware the glare. I made up all those words too.
So,
Let's leave.
yeah.
We're already outside.
Yeah, as we're like filing out.
Yeah,
So,
but-
I'm not like
Tell
You see as the kind of butler closes the door behind you. Thank you for your visit.
Bye,
Bye,
friends. So as far as I see it, we've got like two leads. We go fishing and see if he tries to kidnap us, which I'm personally a fan of because then we might get some fish. Or alternately, I'm just a little suspicious of the Crimson guys. You know, the red boys. I just think they're
If
rowdy.
anything, they were watching us when we arrived, so
Yeah, well,
they
because
certainly
They're
have some
probably
interest in us.
fully
and-
aware that we are here.
presumably Digby's here researching the rift, which is going to like rub them up the wrong way. So then we could just do the same.
Our patron did say they believed that Digby was possibly apprehended by them.
Yeah, so fishing or red.
Well,
I personally would prefer to look for the Reds.
All right then.
Not about communism.
I thought that this net that I bought was a simple weapon. Turns out it's not simple. So as much as it pains me to say it, I do need that little fuck to teach me how to use it.
Okay.
Turns out it's quite martial.
That could be like after the rift.
Could be before. I might need to throw a net. What if something comes through the rift and I need to
Knit
trap
it.
it?
Snare it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's not wrong.
Can you learn to use a net by morning?
The goblin did seem very enthusiastic about teaching methods.
That is true.
I like to think that the goblin will think that I am ready.
As long as someone signs that certificate.
I think we should go about doing this. I think I might change into a dwarf before we do, though, just to see if we garner any extra
should do it.
attention.
You will garner so much attention if you're a dwarf.
Yeah, you should walk into the most crowded place we can find.
So are.
I think the rest of us should maybe keep a distance while you do it, just to make sure.
Well, I'll get changed.
I don't want to see this again.
I'll step into like an alley or something.
God.
And
I'll follow you into the alley.
I'll take. I'll take.
Oh no.
Oh, thank you. And I'll take off like my cloak and hand it to Appleby and my tiara and hand it to Appleby.
I take
We'll
it,
start eating
put it
them.
on the floor.
I'll change my clothes.
Yeah.
So I'll actually kind of like dress down and put on. I think I've got another set of clothes. I'll put on Digby's like shirt and
Okay.
then I'll turn into a rather portly we'll say like 5'1", flame red beard, kind of down to the mid torso, flame red hair that kind of pulls back into the middle of the back, luscious locks, and I'll walk out. Ready.
The moment that you come out into the kind of like the public eye, you see as heads turn, they snap towards you.
Holy fuck, it's dwarves!
Here, yeah, literally a crowd gasps as they see you, and one goblin goes,
Greetings, how are you?
"Oh, what? Are you back?
Back.
Are you back?
Back.
Are
I'm back and better than ever.
Where have you been?"
Oh,
And you hear as this kind of repeated across through the crowd, you see as a lot more heads are turned at this stage.
all over the lands. You can loose these lips if you buy me a drink.
Okay. Come on, everyone! You see us.
Story time with the entire city.
Do you kind of go with the crowd?
Absolutely.
Cool, yeah. You're almost carried by this crowd of goblins. A few other people of other races kind of do also take note. You see as a few of the markets sellers abandon their stalls to come over and like kind of crowd around as you walk towards the tavern.
Yeah, jauntily skip.
Which stalls have been abandoned?
Correct question.
You see a fish seller that was manned by one goblin. Manned by two goblins. As one of the goblins, you see as they briefly argued, and one of the goblins scurried off to join this crowd.
I still got a goblin.
You see as a
Is there lots of fish on that stand?
there's
Like,
loads of fish on the stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You also see as a sea elf abandons their stand, which had. This was another fish. This is actually another fish stand that this sea elf also abandoned. Join this crowd.
We're in a fish market.
The lower level is actually the fish market.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Right, well, while they're off doing that, I think I'm going to stop by the bird's nest.
Okay.
Anyone would like to keep me company?
Is that where the Crimson people were?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like they're probably following the dwarf that's just appeared in town, but just in case. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like-
should split up, probably. Not keep three of us tailing this guy. Two of
I'm
us-
going to stick with Quinn,
Yeah.
but from a distance. While they're kind of getting almost like swept away in a sea of goblins, I guess.
Crowd surfing.
I will be following from like a distance where like I could still kind of intervene if anything happens very quickly. And I will be looking around kind of the crowd at large and whoever we go by to see if obviously people are going to be very excited and there's going to be a lot of chatter or whatever. I want to see if like anyone sticks out as being like a specifically like unusual reaction.
Okay.
Like someone spots a dwarf, immediately like whispers to their friend and then goes off in the other direction or something.
Cool. Yeah.
Or something like that.
As I
Or like
see,
draws a weapon and gets closer, or you know.
as I see you start marching off, I'll just Reed will just like brush some like fairy dust over you and give you guidance, just so you've got.
Oh, what does that give me?
Gives you an
Additional
you roll a
D4
D4 and add it
check.
to your ability check.
Nice.
Give me a perception check as you kind of watch this crowd.
Oh, and
Let's
then
add that D4.
4, another 2, so that's 14, 18.
Nice, pretty good check. You do actually notice as someone starts walking down from the tier above you, kind of drawn by this crowd, this seemingly elven figure in not heavy armor, but you notice kind of this kind of light leather that they are adorned in, starts coming towards this kind of crowd that's forming, staying sort of near the rear, and you do actually notice as they kind of like bend down, and it looks like they like look into their coat for an extended period of time, and then continue to follow the crowd.
Who's with me at the moment? Who's
None of us have
gone
left
on?
yet.
No one's
Yeah.
left.
We're all still in stasis.
Yeah.
waiting
Yes.
For
What would the rest of you like to do?
I will, like, if I spot this guy, I will be like,
Get a lock on him.
get a 2 o'clock suspicious on floor 2.
Yeah,
So
you-
that somebody else at least can keep up, because like if I lose track of him, somebody else can follow him in my stead, because I know other people have got higher perceptions than I do.
Yeah, you all, after it's pointed out, you all notice this kind of like tall, slender figure in this light leather armor with this slicked, long black hair.
It's not the guy from the Wanted poster, is it?
It's not the guy from the Wanted
Damn it.
poster, no.
Well,
Similar,
that went fast.
but not exactly.
as soon as the sea elf left their trading post,
Yes.
I would have wandered over to the back of it to see if there's a lockbox.
Cool. Give me an investigation check.
Are you going to do another public safety announcement?
Rolling like crap. 12.
12, you kind of look around and you see an area where you think the lockbox would have been.
Did anybody else wander past in the time that it took me to get there, or was it just the sea elf?
Give me a perception check.
Crooked. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, Callum's having a bad time
10.
today.
You didn't notice anyone.
Fucking goblins. Right.
They're everywhere.
It's dice gel if you'd like it.
That's fine. We'll just hide it from me.
Callum doesn't believe in jail in any form.
Appleby, anything you're doing while this crowd's
Dice prison abolition.
literally now carrying Quinn into the tavern?
Just I don't know. Actually, probably nothing. Probably reveling in the fact that no one's staring at me for once.
Cool. Cool.
You enjoying
Yeah,
it, or are you
you're-
jealous?
I think Applebee's.
You're no
a
longer
little
the
bit
most
calm.
interesting person in the room.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't think he necessarily always wants to be. So it's nice that there's a dwarf around.
You're certainly not garnering any attention right now, which is surprising.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I
A new circus is in town, shall we say?
I finished my third apple.
Cool.
Should we
You
hold
do so.
off on the bird's nest? I'm a little worried about our friend.
I feel like at this time, probably the crowds everywhere else are going to be quite a bit lighter. So to go somewhere and not get spotted or pointed out, probably now is the time.
Yeah,
Rather
if
than
one
we
of those
have-
sneaking around, now would be the right time to do
Yeah,
it.
you're good at sneaking, right?
I'm fucking miles away from where you guys are.
Oh, you could probably hear me. No,
Oh yeah, Shadows wandered
I'm
off.
outside.
I
Yeah, I
trust,
see them outside this.
Cyther's can hear.
Yeah.
From the other campaign.
I trust that the others are tough enough that they can handle it without me. If you want to go with them, go. I don't mind being by myself for a little while.
I'll join you up in the bird's nest.
All right, then.
Sounds
we,
high.
We shan't be
fun.
long. We'll take a quick peruse and see if there's anything nearby that's suspect, and then we'll head back to the tavern.
Alright,
Appleby is
don't
going
stray
to,
too far.
Appleby is going to really quickly stand between the two of you guys.
Yep.
And just sort of start going.
Oh,
Do you want to come with?
he's doing mine. It's a book.
5, 2.
Oh. Oh.
And then when he pulls his hands out, they'll be gone. They're just
cool.
completely magically gone. And he's casting Pass Without Trace, so no one will be able to see us for a little while.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's fun. Are you coming with? Cool. Okay.
Right then, off
This
we
is
go.
an
So you're casting that on everyone but Quinn, I'm presuming.
It's an aura, isn't it?
It's an aura of 30
It's within
feet.
30 feet of
Right, it's just-
Appleby,
it's
so
just it will just be the ones who come with.
Cool.
I'll follow Rodeo in that case if these three are going. to
yeah, if you
the
stick
nest.
with me, we
It's 3
can
and 3. That's nice.
Cool.
stick to the shadows.
So we'll head back to this goblin story time in just a bit. We'll go with the Crimson Gallant Seekers first. So you're heading up to the bird's nest.
Next
Yes.
time you look, Appleby's hands are back and normal.
Okay.
Yes, please. I love it.
You once again kind of using this system of pulleys, lifts, and whatnots, stairs, ladders, however you please to get up to the top. You get to the highest level of Ria Priz once again, and all the way back on top of one of the kind of cliff spires, you do see a shop that has been constructed there, not out of the white stone that the rest of the town is made of, but this little kind of wooden shack that sits right on top of one of the bluffs of the cliff. And you do see, once again, the Dwarvish sign, and then in a Goblin sign underneath, which actually you don't read. So in a Dwarven sign, in a script that you think now is
Must be
Goblin,
Dwarvish. Oh, okay, yeah.
you see the bird's nest.
Cool. Did I spot anyone of suspect nature en route here?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
What floor is the business now? Is it
Top
right
of-
at the top?
Top
Okay.
as well. Very top. It's actually not kind of with the rest of the city, it's actually on the top of the cliffs rather than kind of built out of them.
There was a 16.
16. You notice that the town seems really empty now that
Everyone's going in the opposite
it
direction.
seems like everyone is going in the opposite
Yeah.
direction, almost exactly in the opposite direction.
Wonderful.
Lowest floor on the kind of other side of the arc that is Ria Priz as well, as you are heading up to the kind of like upper left-hand quadrant, shall we say.
As we go, Reed would just like be picking up pebbles and just getting magic stone up and ready in case we need it.
Okay, cool. Yep, you do so. And then you're just going straight up to the shop?
Yeah, I'll take a peek around, went up here to see if there's any, like, almost like something out of place.
Okay.
Like maybe like a weird, I don't know what, like I'm looking for like where maybe a secret hideout could be.
Okay.
Like maybe like a weird wall or something like that. Like
Cool.
anything that's like, ooh,
Yeah.
you can hide things here.
Give me an investigation check.
That's pretty damn good. Investigation, that is a filthy 20.
Nice. You actually, as you're kind of looking around this shop, you kind of go onto the kind of bluffs of the cliffs that are up here. And as you're kind of like scruffing your feet, you're kind of like idly looking around, you kind of scruff a patch of plant growth here that just comes away as you kick it off. And it appears to actually be some kind of covering as you pull it off and you find a trap door below you.
Another trapdoor.
Leading into what appears to be into the cliff itself.
Your hand's still weird? Have you still done your weird
they're
stealthy
back.
thing?
Oh, yeah.
Well then,
Well, how long does Pass Without Trace last?
An hour.
Oh, yeah, it lasts for an hour.
let's
As long as you stick close together.
Yeah.
let's take a peek down there, see?
All right.
Open trap door.
Try and open it.
Oh. Oh shit.
Seems to be locked.
Only someone we knew had thieves' tools.
Yeah.
If only.
Only someone we know had knives for hands.
I
Got a
don't
lockpick in
even have a
there?
tiny thing I can squeeze through any
Anything.
space.
Swiss Army Doctor.
I'll let you give it a go at this.
Yeah, why not? What am I doing? What?
Yeah.
I guess sleight of hand.
I guess for this, it'll be a straight roll.
Dex.
Yeah, I guess a dex roll. Yeah.
One of them was really good and the other really wasn't. It's only a 6.
Cool. And then also give me a stealth check, see how quietly you can do this.
Oh, okay.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
10. Oh, thank God. Only a 15.
You very quietly failed to open this door.
Can I like see a locking mechanism or is it?
Yeah, kind of underneath where the like pull ring would be, you can see that it turns, and underneath that there's just a key, like a sort of standard keyhole.
Okay. What have you got any ideas?
They mostly involve bringing an elephant with us.
Yeah, now with your little baby hands.
Rocks along, prick.
Yeah. I mean, I've got carpenter's tools. Is that useful?
Busting the trapdoor, I guess. Because
It is made of wood.
yeah, could carve out.
I'll say
You
that.
could just break it and cast
He's just
mending.
there with a
on
file like.
it.
I really could. That's such a good shout, but you're not here.
That is true, I'm sorry.
A pigeon from miles away gives you an idea.
Ah, you could smash the fuck out of the trapdoor and I could mend it afterwards.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That's a cantrip.
What, smash door?
Mend
Yeah.
Depending on the cantrip you use.
Albie starts casting Smash Door.
It's just chanting the word smash door.
Do you want me to give you guys a moment while you have a think?
Yeah. Cool. We've been foiled by a door.
God.
We cut back to the other scene, as at this point you're kind of sat at the bar to your back. You have been plied with many drinks. They're almost down the bar. You see as this kind of like ale is just poured out for you. Seto's been hard at work, fucking pouring out ale after ale, waiting for you in line. You've got one in your hand already. As you see this crowd of goblins and folk of all folk in this kind of crowd before you. Kind of hanging off your every word if you've said any yet, but you do see as this kind of goblin that you spoke to before. Kind of, so where have you? What's been happening? Are you all coming back?
I've been all over. I just got back from LKR.
Relke? Oh, wow.
All our doors around anymore, are there?
No, you're the first one we've seen in nearly 10. He looks around. 10 years, I think. Yeah. And you see his kind of confirmation goes through the crowd, and you see as this kind of like this seal figure at the back says, "How did you get back from Relke?
A friend sent me via magic.
And you see he's kind of like seeing that. Give me a persuasion check. At advantage, as for all intent and purposes, you do look like a.
Oh, that's a bad fucking roll.
Oh, no.
12.
So you're kind of like. It's sort of placated by the answer, but you do see this kind of quizzical look flash across his face before he kind of like takes his seat back down.
Where'd they all go?
Well, we think they've all gone to Jarek.
That makes sense.
We kind of assumed dwarves were told by some means. Have you not heard?
I've not been around for the last, oh God, long time. So I guess news just never got to me.
Right. What? Well, it's great to see you. Are you going to go to Jarek?
I probably should, shouldn't I?
And you see, it's kind of like this goblin looks.
I had family.
Oh, in Riapris?
No, in the tooth.
Well, they've all vanished from there. It's actually worldwide, actually, this situation.
A cursed
Or
dwarvish.
at least we thought it was, but whereabouts in Relkay are you from New Jarek?
Yeah.
Right.
Helping that lot over there, you know. Helping out, some of the families of Iraq.
Cool, just give me another persuasion check. Just great.
That's so much better. 21.
21, you kind of see the crowd like, nice. He's doing some good for the world. He's kind of like turning in your favour a little bit here. So, it's great to see you, but a lot of people have been wondering where the dwarves have gone, and
You and me both.
yeah, well, actually, like a lot of us. And you see, it's kind of at this point the barkeep kind of like peers around and says, have you been to Jarek since you've been back?
No, I was headed straight to the tooth, but I'd better turn around, I guess.
I think you'd better.
Yeah.
I'm sure people would pay a high price for you to escort them into the city.
I'm sure they would. Oh, it's a lot to take in, you know.
I imagine it must be. We've not seen any of your kind for years. You're quite a marvel, in fact.
Well, I am. I'm going to grab the next pint.
As you drink, everyone else can
I assume that at some point, like Rodeo and myself would have been shoulder to shoulder, and I'm going to shuffle through the crowd around so that I can see Rodeo and Quinn in my eye line, and then
Yeah, I
Rodeo
think it's a
can
good
see
idea
me.
to fan out.
Cool.
But kind of keep to
Keep a distance.
keep to kind of the back of the crowd on opposite sides so that we've got a good view of everybody.
Cool.
And also of the entranceway in case our elven friend appears. I'm going to stay
Yeah.
relatively close to the door so that I can kind of keep an eye outside as well.
Yeah.
Obviously he was coming from upstairs, wasn't he? So yeah.
If I see your friend, I'll give you a signal.
You see, after a little while kind of Quinn is talking, you kind of feel a tap on your shoulder as Faisal behind you says, "Is that Quinn?"
Yeah.
I thought as much. I'm going to go to bed. And you see it's kind of like, begins to...
Fucking day drinking. Absolutely. How many little cocktails with umbrellas has he had now?
You do look back at the table, you see a good 5 tankers there.
a lot,
kind of
okay.
Nice. A half-empty oil bar.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten about the fucking
You see
bar.
like a couple of goblins in there, like using the remnants, getting all
lovely.
nice and oily. As he's not trying to hide
Oiled
it.
up goblins is not what I want to be imagining.
Oil up goblins in the bathtub. Call now.
No one.
Beware the glare.
Oiled up goblins in your area. They're single and ready to chat.
Oh.
Goblins closing in on your location. He's not trying to hide it, and you do all see those of you who are in the bar and care as Faisal makes his way upstairs and heads off.
Do we have rooms here?
Yes, in the kind of like interim period where you were out searching for the first time and before you brought the kind of letters back to him, Faisal would have kind of arranged for rooms. For you.
Fizzy's sorted us out, don't worry.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice suite on the highest floor, and then he's bunked the rest of you in one kind of like big bunk room on the second
Of
floor.
course he has.
Yeah,
I think Quinn would, while in this form, just like spend a good 40 minutes to an hour just kind of waxing lyrical and spouting absolute bullshit.
Cool.
Just for entertainment purposes.
Nice. Give me just a general performance check, see how well you can embody this dwarven role. I'll say you can have this at advantage because you're very familiar with dwarven culture.
Indeed.
You dwarf, we
Pretty good. Performance, dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah, you give a fairly convincing show that you are this kind of dwarf returned from Rel Chaor, a miracle to these people who once lived under the rule of dwarves and haven't seen any in a very long time.
Depending on what happens with Rodeo and Shadow in that kind of time, if it comes to the end of it and nothing major's happened, I'll probably just be like, I should probably sleep before I make my way back. It's a lot to take in, you know.
Looking for company?
Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night.
And you see this goblin kind of slips you like a little number.
I'll kind of I'll kind of.
It's been a rough time.
Give him a wink. Gwyn has turned into the most beautiful dwarf they've ever seen. Like a model they walk past on the street or something, just once.
Hot dwarf.
To be fair,
Dwarf in your area.
it's been a difficult time to have a dwarf fetish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hard 10 years.
It's been an absolute drought.
I'll go get my beauty sleep and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. And then I'll walk up
Good day.
to my room.
And then as you kind of like leave, you do hear like a kind of like as the volume audibly increases, as they're no longer hanging on your every word, and you hear as the kind of bar explodes with chatter about this dwarf that has been seen in Ria Priz.
I will follow Quinn
Cool.
up the stairs just to make sure.
Did we see our elf friend during the time?
Yes, he was there the whole time. You did also
Was
notice
he at the front, at the back?
right at the back,
Right at the back.
kind of like staying very near the edges of the crowd, and you also would have if you were intently watching him, which I know you were, you would have seen as he kind of occasionally did the thing with the coat again, where it looked like he was just looking into his.
Oh,
coat
like
pocket.
in his up here.
It looked like he was looking into. He's kind of wearing this like leather
Speaking into
armor,
fancy walkie-talkie.
and then has like a leather overcoat, and you did see him kind of like putting his head kind of in his like coat a few
Okay,
times.
but I assume from
I'm
like,
gonna
across
need
the room, I
backup.
can't necessarily like see what he's
You can
doing.
give me a perception check if you
I
want.
would love to give him a
He's
perception check.
just got a hot dog in his inside.
It only lasts a minute, yeah,
Yeah.
because we've been here for an hour.
I don't even get it
for
for
lunch.
roll. So.
Okay.
Nice.
You see the hot
Do
dog.
my eyes see? I'm half blind in one eye. What does that eye specifically see? It
Cool.
zooms in.
Yeah. You kind of the milk clears from your dodgy eye
Yeah.
for a brief moment as you see this kind of small, light brown stone-like thing in his pocket, which appears to have the carving of a mouth on, something you would recognise with that natural 20 as a sending stone. in his
Oh, I know
pocket.
what those are. So
Yes, he is basically- he has got a walkie-talkie, actually.
He is, he's calling for backup. I can't read lips, so I've got no idea what the fuck he said.
With that nat 20 as well, you also notice kind of as he opens his coat up, you see a symbol actually etched into the inner pocket of his coat, which appears to be a red sun.
Ooh, have I seen that before?
You've not seen that before.
A red sun.
Red though, yeah?
That's
Yeah.
gotta be
Like
crimson.
crimson?
The Crimson Tune.
It's red.
Okay.
It's red.
Lots of shades of red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of people use red in their logo.
Get out the Dulux chart. We need to know.
Exactly.
Knock him out, and we're there with like the swaths. Just
Yeah,
like,
is it box red? Fire truck red?
That's Gallants Crimson.
It's Crimson. That
Take him
does
out.
sound like a Dulux paint name, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you notice this, and then as the kind of crowd disperses, you see as
Where
he
does
kind
he
of he leaves the bar
Oh, he does.
out of the kind of like main entrance that you would have all kind of most of you would have come in through.
At this point, I assume Shadow's probably heading upstairs.
Yeah.
I'll try and get Shadow's attention from
Okay.
across the bar. I mean, it's just like a sea of goblins half our height.
Yeah.
You do not get my.
No, did you just...
No.
You're gone.
I'm gone.
Alright, cool. Well, I know where you're going,
Yep.
so I can assume that if I come back later, you'll probably still be in the building. I'm
Or
going
dead.
to...
Or
I'm going to duck out real quick as people are like dispersing, and I'm not necessarily going to follow him super far. I just want to see kind of where he's headed.
Cool. As you kind of like follow shortly behind him as he leaves the bar, you see as he pretty quickly starts. Once he's outside of the bar, you see as his pace quickens
Oh, he's
very,
got somewhere to go.
very, very quickly. As you see him start to begin to get lost in the kind of like miasma of the pulleys, chains, and lifts as he begins to ascend up to the second floor where you first saw him come down to. Give me a perception check just to see how well you can kind of keep an eye on him as the city's beginning to get a bit crowded down.
20 again.
Oh, no, that's a
Damn.
14?
Still pretty good.
That's cool.
Still pretty good, but as he's kind of on these chains and pulleys, you notice as he seems to actually disappear.
Oh, as in just like, whoop?
you seem like you can see him for a little while, and then suddenly you just can't see him anymore.
Oh, okay. Damn, he's good.
Oh, there's a hole.
So he's heading back to his trapdoor and he's going to find 3 weirdos surrounding it, hitting it with shovels.
I'm finally at it.
Actually, as you watch him ascend up the lift, as the 3 of you are struggling to open a door at the top of a cliff, is there anything you'd like to do before we go on our first little bit of a break?
I have a potential idea.
I also have a potential idea.
Okay, save it for after the break. We're going to go on break now. Stay tuned. We shouldn't be too long. We'll be back very shortly. Take a short rest. Take a short rest, and we'll be back at the Grove.
Take a short rift, beware the glare.
Shortly. Beware the glare. See you soon, guys. We'll be back very, very soon.
See you,
Don't go anywhere. I'll know and I'll tell on you. Oh, hello, everybody. We're back with some more Ellseworld. If you are tuning in right now, this is the second half. You can see the first half at another time, I guess. Because right now we're playing this and you should be watching this. Previously, we left off after Quinn had just finished giving a lovely performance as a dwarf, a returning member of a supposedly lost race in this tavern, which garnered quite a crowd and quite a lot of hubbub. And Rodeo and Shadow were watching over Quinn's exploits, and the other 3 members of the party, Reed, Coronel, and Appleby, went up to see if they could find any sign of the Crimson Gallants. And with an amazing feat of perception, Coroner scuffed away some grass and found a hidden, concealed trapdoor atop one of the cliffs near the shop known as the Bird's Nest. As we return back to our heroes, we'll go back to the Bird's Nest crew, as we'll call them for now, to see where... Team Weird, I think, really.
Yeah.
That's
That
always
was
been a
literally
team
any
weird.
combination of
Yeah.
any of these characters. What are you talking about?
When any of you pair off, you're just Team Weird.
We're just Team Weird.
Did you have it planned?
Yeah.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah. So
Does Appleby have it planned?
No. Appleby wouldn't interrupt. He would allow you to just do.
okay, so Reed's gonna get right up on the lock and look. Can I see through the lock?
You can see through the lock into what appears to be a fairly long kind of passageway that leads down into a dark room.
Okay.
With a kind of ladder leading up to this trapdoor.
Okay. I can get inside, but then I don't know how you're going to get in.
Do what you can. Worst case scenario, we can always get a bit slammy.
Get a bit slammy. Okay. I've only got one use of this.
I believe in you.
Better make it count.
Cool. Gonna look through the hole and then Misty step to the other side.
Cool. As you do, how do you Misty Step? What kind of effect happens as you disappear?
Oh, okay.
On the spot.
Yeah, great. Love that.
You're welcome.
You know what? Shrink down to minuscule size and then just...
You disappear through the atoms of this keyhole, and you do appear on the other side. You're in this. As you can only go about as far. Do you have dark vision?
Yes. No. I presume
Good thing to
That was a
check.
good answer.
because I don't know. I've written it down, so possibly not.
Cool. Then you can only see about kind of 10 foot or so down. You kind of teleport to there, so you can only teleport as far as you can see. And you're kind of about what appears to be halfway down this chute. You can now see a little bit further down into the darkness as you just see the ladder kind of continue for maybe another 10 or so feet down below you. Cool. What you do also notice is you can hover here, which means the ground must be less than 30 feet away from you.
Okay, so this is a whisper. The good news is the fall isn't too far. So those of you that can't hover,
there is a ladder.
Oh, there's also a ladder. The bad news is, and I'll check the door. Is there a way of unlocking it from the inside? There's not a key.
It's a keyhole.
The bad news is you're still on the outside. I did have an idea, which is I could just momentarily not be visible and then go scout out what's down here without us necessarily needing to get into a fight.
Go give it a look.
How are you going to get back out afterwards?
Go see if you can find the key.
Oh yeah, the key. All right then. Cool. So I'll use my other cool fairy ability to just disappear.
Cool. Yes.
As you disappear down, just kind of sits on the ground at Appleby. So, how was the foot?
It's time for your daily checkup.
Appleby sort of extends his leg, which has his regular foot on it.
Yeah.
Looks down at it.
His soily
Points the
foot.
toe.
Oh.
looks
Oh,
at
you
Cora.
can point the toe.
No,
This is the good
this
foot.
is my normal foot. This is
Yeah.
my foot that
Not the
was
mug foot.
Right.
Oh, I should say. Okay, yeah. When I say my normal foot, I mean my own foot that
Yeah.
didn't get
the
cut
weird
off.
foot. The not normal
Yeah,
foot.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're both weird
They're
now.
both weird in different
Context.
styles.
The one that
one
isn't
that
held
is-
on by a vase.
The
The one that is not ailed, he will hold out.
And what about the other one?
And he holds out. I mean, it's not yet rotting.
Oh god.
It's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
a hot
So
day.
it's not yet rotting, but it is a very blue. Like, I mean, the bits of it that you can see, it's inside the shoe still. He is wearing the shoe on this weird, fleshy foot. But the bits of it that you can still see, yeah. I mean, they don't look great, and it is starting to smell, and it's held on by a cup.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he looks down at it. The flies that are sort of walking all over it, he shakes it so that they fly away, and then eventually they come down and settle. And he sort of just... Disney here or there.
Can I try casting Spare the Dying on the foot and see if I can slow the...
What's the text for Read the Dying? Spare the Dying. Read the Dying?
Read gentle repose.
You'd be gentle repose.
Okay, I don't have Gentle Repose.
What's gentle
I have
repose?
Spare the Dying. You touch a living creature.
Yeah, already wrong.
Ignore that.
You can touch one of the flies if you so wish.
They can't die.
You can't die for a while at least.
Look at her like not.
Right now, it's not dead.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you've just turned invisible.
Yeah, I've turned invisible. And
Okay.
now I'm just gonna like.
Cool. Yeah, as you fly down, you're met by a fairly Spartan chamber here, as there's not a lot in here apart from a kind of door leading out of this kind of very small room that seems to be just a room to kind of facilitate the ladder down from the trapdoor.
Okay. Are there any doors?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's one door. One door
Okay.
leading out.
I'll try the handle.
Unlocked. If you pull it down.
Yes. This is good because I've only got one of those. Is there a hole small enough that I could not open the door and squeeze through? How well fitted is this door?
Pretty. Yeah, it's a door.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
it fits.
yeah. Reads like
You're not that small, so yeah, unfortunately, no way to just get through.
that's fine.
Just give me another stealth check while you're down here to see how
How does that
quietly
work
you
with
can do this.
invisibility? I can't remember.
You have advantage.
And I've got a +10. Is that right?
If you're still within 30 feet of Appleby.
You technically would be, but
It's not line of sight.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah, you technically would be. You're only about 20 foot down below him at
Cool.
this stage.
Advantage plus 10.
Actually, almost exactly. You'd probably be 30, but as you're hovering, you would probably be within the range.
Nice. We love loopholes.
+10 +4, 32.
32. Pretty fucking sneaky. As this
Yeah.
door kind of like
Level 1
whispers.
That spell is good.
I love Blast Without Trace so much. It's such a good spell.
Before you're met with what appears to be a fairly nice kind of bedroom. And as you kind of come out from this side of the door, you do notice this door is on the backside of a bookcase, as it is a hidden door that you've just come through.
Oh, it's our flat.
Ooh.
We've teleported into our flat.
You're now into your flat.
Jams looks up.
It's just me in my office.
It's not particularly, especially compared to when you went to Drakhart's house or any of the other kind of like finest living areas and houses in Ria Priz. You notice that this is not as nice. It's a bit well worn, and yeah, it seems to be generally pretty lived in. This kind of sleeping area, and you do also hear this kind of like sound of some kind of thumping going on downstairs, as well as kind of raised voices.
Can I determine what language they're speaking? Just common?
Give me a perception check, see if you can hear any of it.
I think I'm good at that. It's hard to tell. Just keep putting my notepad on top of all my stats.
You still got your nat 20 for this session as well, remember?
Yeah, I'm saving it just in case. 20, non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. You hear...
Why did I roll with advantage? I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, yeah. No,
It was a lower one. Let's go with that.
just roll again. Just roll again.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
14.
14. You can kind of gauge some parts of enough of it that, yeah, it sounds like it's this conversation's happening in common.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to know. Okay.
And yeah, you hear this kind of like these loud voices kind of punctuated by this occasional kind of thumping noise.
Okay. I'll make sure to turn around and like note one of the books on the thing in case I can't find this door again.
Okay, yeah. As it's kind of open on this side, you do see this kind of yellow bound book that is kind of like tilted out of the bookshelf.
Okay.
Classic Scooby-Doo style. Like,
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
That's
Reed will
it.
just like pull it shut. Just
Cool. Yeah, you kind of push it shut from this side and push the book back up.
Cool. Look around. I just want to like do a quick scan of the room, see if I can find anything that would identify whose house I was in, like letters or portraits.
Cool.
Anything like that.
Sweet, yeah. What languages do you speak as well?
I speak Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Druidic.
Cool. You do find a couple of things that probably will indicate quite strongly as to who has been staying here. You see, as you find this kind of trunk at the end of the bed, you didn't see the ones that Shadow saw earlier, so you don't know that it's much like those ones, but it's similar to those ones.
Right.
But you do see emblazoned on one side this red sun.
Ooh.
Here we go.
So he is coming back.
What shade of red is this?
Well, it's you wouldn't know this, but
Is it trench coat red?
it's Gallant Crimson.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's the same. Yeah, you wouldn't know this, but yeah, it's the same symbol as before.
I'm trying to think what Reed's frame of reference would be. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Can I clearly see where the voices are coming from? Is that like an open doorway or something?
There is a doorway leading out, but it does sound like the voices are carrying from a downstairs area.
Oh. Oh yeah. Can I scan the room for a key? Can I scan the room for a key?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Nice. I'll do that. Oh, it's not very good, I'm afraid, folks. You know what? I'm going to use the nat 20 to find it.
Have to do it before you roll.
Oh, sorry. Well, then it's just a 9.
Just a 9. You look around for a little while. You try to open this trunk. This one is locked, as you can't get inside there, and you don't seem to find much else in this room other than kind of like a few scattered clothing around the floor. It does look like, from your kind of general investigation, though, that more than one person is staying here, even though this is kind of like a single room.
Okay. Right, I might as well find out. Well, might as well find out who's here.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll continue follow. I'll find some stairs going down and follow the voices.
Yeah, you kind of open another door. I'll keep your last stealth check.
As a little thing, every time Reed opens a door, they had an idea, which is they're going to use Druidcraft to create a breeze noise.
Okay.
Just like a little like, just so that if anyone gets suspicious, they're like, oh, it's just a breeze.
Must have been the wind.
Mechanically, you would be taken out of invisibility for casting Druidcraft.
Oh god, I'm not doing that then. No, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I've not been invisible before.
You still are
We
very...
can just make the sound.
Yeah, Reed goes,
You're still on your last stealth check, so you're pretty stealthy at this stage. So you open this next door with pretty much no problems. As you open this, you begin to start to hear the voices a bit clearer as you kind of come to this kind of top of the stairway that seems to be going down to kind of the downstairs part of this house.
okay. Well, I mean, I'm invisible, so I'll just like...
Just going straight down the stairs?
Yeah, but, you know, hovering and stealthily.
Yep, cool. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, you begin to hear this conversation very clearly.
Yeah, I just want to get within earshot.
You can also hear this thumping sound. Appears to be the sound of fists hitting flesh. As you hear this ring through the air as you kind of not hit the bottom, but reach the bottom of these stairs. And you hear in a kind of gruff voice, "We already know what you are and why you're here, so why don't you just tell us, please?" And you kind of then hear another sound, and you hear, "I've told you, you've got the wrong Dragonborn."
Cool. Yeah, Reed will like...
Found off when?
Reed will just like... zzz, around the corner.
Pop around the corner.
Yeah.
You see as flanking this kind of pair of figures are two well-armoured humanoids in this crimson armour. And then you see in between those two figures, one figure tied down to a chair and appearing to be chained up around the neck, hands and feet to the chair, and also to a ring of chains that latches to the wall. A dragonborn person that appears to be massively disfigured and beaten, and standing above him a figure in kind of lighter armour than the rest of them, but still this kind of like faded crimson leather armour. This person standing above the form. You've actually seen his picture, so you would know that this is Digby sat in this chair. His face is not like the wanted poster anymore. Half of his frills from the side of his head have been torn off his face. He's missing a fair few teeth, as you see blood, just kind of like old blood mixed with new blood, just pouring down this left side of his face. As once again, this pounding goes right into his face. We don't have the wrong Dragonborn. We know who you are. We just want you to confirm it.
Question. Is there a window in this room?
Yeah.
There,
Underground.
Cliffside buildings.
Oh, shit, yeah.
you do see a window looking out to the kind of like Riapris, like kind of main, quite far in the other direction from where you are. It's kind of like on the other side of the building.
Okay.
There's quite a way between where they are and
Oh, so
the
it's
window.
like just
as well.
one big open room.
This is one big open room down here with this kind of staircase leading up to one side. They're kind of in the living area that's partially under the stairs, and then it's quite a way to the kind of front door and window area. All the windows are shuttered closed as well.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know where it was.
And you just kind of, as you're watching this, you hear this interrogation continue, this kind of back and forth between this person and Digby, as Digby refuses to say much more than "you've got the wrong Dragonborn."
Okay. I'm going to dash back upstairs, basically.
Cool.
Obviously stealthily.
You do so.
Yeah. I'll just be like, zzz, and as you're having your chat about the foot, you'll just hear, hey guys,
Hey.
I found Digby.
What?
Yeah, he's down here. He doesn't look too good.
Right.
There's like two guys in like red hitting him a lot. The red is like, imagine blood that's like been drying for about 2 hours, about that kind of red.
That's a bad amount of blood to be that colour. Okay.
Oh no, I meant that's the colour of their armour.
Oh, what colour's his blood?
Oh, there's mixtures. It's kind of like a painter's palette.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's not great. He had his frills ripped off. It's horrible. down here.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Shall
a
I
red
get-
sun on everything too.
Shall I get the others?
Yeah, I think
Are you
I'm
gonna-
not certain, but we should probably like cover this entrance.
You're kind of stuck down there.
Yeah, but I'm like invisible for another. How long's it been?
That would have probably taken 3 minutes.
I've got 57 minutes left.
Right, so
before
I-
they can see me again.
I can go.
I'd appreciate you being quicker than me.
I can go back to the inn and I can grab everyone and we'll meet back here and we'll
How far is it?
get in.
To the inn.
Yeah.
About
How far did we walk? Sorry.
to here from the inn.
Yeah.
It's about 100 foot up the kind of like walkways and stuff to this kind of like top level, and then I'd say probably about another 50 foot to the one side to get to the inn. So you'd
Not
have-
far at all.
No.
not super far, no.
Right.
But it was like it was right up. Did you say?
It's on the top level of Riapris, this trapdoor that you're at. It's actually on top of the cliffs rather than being built out of the cliffs like most of the other buildings are.
So do we have to go upstairs and shit?
you have to go down the kind of like pulley system ladders and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, that's what. You're like 100 foot up in the kind of central area where the buildings kind of remain in the center of Riapris, reaching all the way to the top, and then the tavern's kind of to one side.
If you can't find me when you get in, like, it's been more than an hour, you got delayed, you went fishing, I'll be behind a book, hiding.
Right. We'll be back very soon.
Cool.
Stay safe.
Will do.
Corin is gonna start dashing towards the inn.
Cool.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Don't forget to cover the door.
Oh, right. Which of us is faster?
Oh no, you can both go if you want. Just I meant cover the door so he doesn't know we found
right.
it.
Well, one of you has 2 working feet.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, quite good feet.
They just come back to the earth guy juggling next to
Yeah,
the
I'll
entrance.
just.
You've got Pass Without Trace as well for a while.
Yeah. What I'll do then, as Appleby, is I'll just sort of give like a knowing nod to Coroner, say like, "Fucking get on your way," and then I will start pulling this like grass covering over. Right? It was like
Yeah.
a fake grass.
Yep.
AstroTurf.
A bit of AstroTurf.
It's like the same stuff that ghillie suits are made out of.
I'll like hold it up and first of all like try it on as a cloak and sort of.
Yeah, nice.
One end is still kind of like stapled to the ground, so you're like wearing it and it like extends from you onto the ground.
Cool.
That's a good
I'll
line.
lie down under it like a duvet,
You do.
and then I'll cover it over and just sit on it and.
Coroner's gone by this point.
Yeah. Applebee's just like been fucking around with this fucking cloth. For
I'm already
so
at the
long.
inn.
Trying on some outfits. We love to see it.
Yeah, so you arrive back at the inn. Cogs are whirring.
Anyone here that I know?
Where would the rest of you be? The 3 of you that remained in the inn area.
How long has this been going on for? I guess
Not
it's only been
super
there a
long.
couple of- I headed outside to see where
Yes.
my mysterious trenchcoat elf had gone.
Yes.
And I watched him go up to the second level and then kind of he went somewhere and I didn't see him.
Pro-
I'm
yeah.
not going to follow him because I don't know where he's gone.
Yeah.
But I know that he's up to something. So I was then going to head back.
Okay.
But to be honest, by the time I've gone out and like watched him go, chances are Coroner's probably already on their way down at this point.
With all the talking that Quinn did as well, that's kind of happening currently. So yeah, for ease of the role play, it's around when you get back to the inn. As shortly afterwards, you see as Coroner bursts through the door. Yes, Coroner bursts through the door.
I burst through the door.
Yes.
So I spot.
I'm still quite near the entrance.
Rodeo. Where's everyone?
Quinn's been doing their little,
Can they?
showbiz stuff. They've gone upstairs. I believe Shadow's followed them up there.
Can they come extremely quickly?
What's up?
Yes.
We've. I'll say very quickly. We've found Digby, and he's in a very bad way, and we need to move right now.
All right, I'm on it. And then I
Run up the stairs.
Yeah.
Shadow, were you just following Quinn up to the?
Oh, well, wherever.
Yeah.
Cool. And you
I just went to the bedroom.
Yep.
And
met by this kind of like almost hostel-like room with kind of like racks of bunk beds.
Oh, so you've gone to the room that we were designated?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Hostile or hostile?
Like a
if you
hostel,
come in
like a
like
youth hostel.
yeah, you'll see Quinn
An
just
adventurous
completely naked in this dwarf form, just in the mirror, just like looking nice.
How's that dwarf booty doing?
It's
Pretty
hurt.
good. It's
Ugh.
square.
Shadow,
It's like Hank Hill's butt.
That's a Minecraft ass.
Shadow opens the door, sees this, and closes.
Oh, sorry, wrong room. Oh no, wait. Sorry.
And I'll shift back, put on my regular clothes.
See, there's a few goblins like, ooh, ah.
Put on my regular clothes and then open the door. Sorry, just had to
It's
have a look.
alright, no, I get it. You're curious, it's fine.
What form are you in currently?
Normal Quinn form.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
Is
Classic
it
Quinn.
Quinn?
Classic Quinn.
CQ.
The OG.
I guess we arrive up.
Yeah, we're heading upstairs.
It's kind of like this happens. You see as the two of you.
Oh, hang on. Quinn's changing. No, changeling. Sorry.
What's your revelation? We need to move quite.
We gotta go.
Yeah,
We found our payday.
Found
as it
our
were.
boy.
Shall we run?
Oh,
Please, let's.
what? Slave stalker?
No, the other one.
No. The one we're actually being paid to find.
Rhymes with Bigby.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go.
Rod God, yeah, we found him.
Fishing lessons.
So as you all gather, head back up to the cliff top area, and you see as Appleby is tucked up underneath this kind of bit of grass. What you can see is this kind of earthy head and this jester's hat sticking out of the
Looking very cozy.
earth.
I explained the situation that we, like our adventures while you all were.
Yeah, on the route up, Coroner explains kind of the predicament that Reed is in as you reach this prone form of Appleby having a nice lie down.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you look cozy.
Comfy?
I like do the thing, and then
You just hear Reed underneath it.
That was dirt rains down.
I like shake it out. Obviously, it's still stapled to the floor, so
Yeah.
I shake it out and then pull it nicely and cover over the trapdoor and stand up.
Coroner,
Like, job done.
Coroner nods at you, then leans down and immediately pulls the blanket. Very good, Appleby.
Oh, hey, friends.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. It's actually quite nice and warm in here.
Excellent.
This is like the sound of blood.
Didn't you say we had to move quickly?
Yeah, we should probably get through this trapdoor.
Has anyone followed us up here?
Give me a perception check.
What the fuck?
Oh,
What was it this time?
Fucking one again.
Oh my god!
Alan, you're in a
Bad
bush.
guys.
That is bad.
yeah, my passive's through the roof.
Your passive is pretty insane.
3 in a session.
You don't seem to notice anyone that's following you at the moment.
Okay, cool. Do you want to, who wants to bust open the trapdoor?
Well, I'm not feeling particularly good about it, but it's the one thing that I'm
Hey.
normally good at.
Coroner puts the hand on your shoulder. I trust you, Guidance.
Go on.
I can cast that spell.
Can I have double
A tiny hand appears.
It's a tiny little.
I did it. I assume I did it. 26.
26.
Yeah.
Day 26. It takes you almost no time at all. You've seen a trapdoor like this before. This
Trapdoor
is
dissolves.
This is child's play to you.
This is a Mark 1. They've not even got past the basic security levels yet.
You very quickly get on in there as you hear the lock go and just going straight down.
Fuck yeah.
Reed will be like
First mini dungeon, hell yeah.
stream of consciousness, recounting every detail that they saw.
Cool.
Like probably too much detail.
Stealthy or not stealthy? How are we feeling?
Stealthy.
Yeah, that's stuff.
Okay.
The element
How
of
long-
surprise may come in handy here.
How long does Pass Without Trace last?
An hour.
An hour.
Would it still be running?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still invisible.
I would say this whole thing has taken. You're up to about 15 minutes into your invisibility.
Cool.
Which
So
means
about
you're
20
probably about
minutes.
20 minutes into the pass without trace.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be real quick.
So do we all get the plus 10?
Yep.
You're all plus then. Yeah, you're all.
Oh.
Good thing too.
I get to go in with advantage. I'm invisible.
Yes, you would get this advantage.
Shit, it's like I'm playing Cycle.
You're
Thank
really
God
easy
for
to
that.
follow right now.
6. Let's just get this.
It's not great, to be fair. It's not 32 again. That would be nice.
Cool. Read.
That's a 21.
Nice.
Oh, it's not very good. Shut up.
31.
Oh my god. Cool. Yep.
22.
Cool.
31.
Nice.
29.
Nice.
25.
Oh my god. You are extraordinarily quiet as you're just whispering
toes.
down this ladder, nariest sound in the house. As
Reed
you,
still does the.
as you
every
reach
door.
this kind of like.
Okay, if you're still invisible, we don't know where you are.
You just
That's
see
what
doors
this- yeah.
opening and you hear a voice go, "This way, guys."
As you kind of reach this first room, it's a bit of a squeeze for you to all get in here. Some of you kind of have to wait on the ladder for some of you to get through the door. As you all eventually pile through into this kind of bed chamber, you all see this again, this trunk which has this red sun emblazoned on it. Rodeo, you immediately see it's the same as the one that was inside that guy's cabin.
Shit.
Gonna
When
bust it
you were
open.
doing your thing down in the tavern, there was a very interesting gentleman hanging out back, looking very interested, and he had that exact insignia on his coat. He had a stone of far speech tucked into his coat. Seemed to be relaying some kind of
Would
information
I
to
recognise
somebody.
the symbol from any, like, I don't know, from a history or arcana
Anyone
perspective?
proficient in history, you can give
I'm
me a
proficient in
history
history.
check.
Hell yeah.
No, flat 0 in history.
Excuse my quiz.
15.
15, cool.
Same, but I've never been here, so.
That's true.
That's a 17 plus 7, 24.
Cool.
Oh, well, I'll back the fuck down.
Quinn, with that roll, you think this is at least some kind of variation on the Crimson Gallants emblem. You've seen something quite similar to this, but not exactly the same.
They've redesigned it.
It seems like some
It's like
kind
the
of
Firefox
variation,
logo. They redo it every 5 years.
funnily enough. Which is odd.
Is it locked?
This trunk is locked, yes.
Maybe this is like the crazy spin off of Gallants.
As interesting as this chest is, we do have someone being tortured down below us. Quite like stuff.
yeah.
Filthy 20 to unlock the
D&D players at heart.
Cool. As you crack open this
You
chest,
guys can crack on. I'm open the thing.
Yeah, I'm opening
as you
a big
crack
envelope.
open this trunk, you find a trunk full of Gallant emblazoned, this same logo emblazoned on a set of robes. You see a set of formal wear in here as well, all with this red sun emblazoned on it. And you also see a breastplate emblazoned with a slightly different symbol, a red sun with 2 crossed swords going across the sun. And one sword is a bright white, and the other sword is a deep black, almost like a Vanta black over it, on the kind of center of this crimson breastplate. The sun kind of like outlined in black, so that it can show up against the other red.
Quinn would lean forward, grab the finery and be like, mine.
Whoa. Back the fuck up. I opened the chest. What are you doing? Fine, have it.
Yeah. Second set of clothes, fuck yes. Nice.
You also find a letter in here as well, written in some language that I don't believe you speak.
Fuck it. We're on a time.
Yeah, we can
Count.
we can
We can-
have reading time later.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Grab
And
everything.
actually, as you're now
Arms full.
all in the bedroom, Coroner, especially, you can hear this very clear sound of some kind of physical violence happening in the lower floor, and you can also hear again these kind of questions being repeated along the same lines as what was happening before, like tell us who you are, tell us what you know about the rift, tell us who sent you, why are you here, and then the same response back. You've got the wrong Dragonborn.
How many sets of clothes are in this chest?
There's 3.
Seems to be 3 kind of like sets of clothes.
That's a shame.
If you told them what kind of was going on downstairs, and as would have been repeated by Reed, there's at least 3 people downstairs, not including Digby.
Shadow, obviously you don't know where I am because I'm invisible, but you would just hear a voice right in your ear be like, give me your palm. Hold out your palm.
I didn't know what I thought you said, but it wasn't friendly. Here you go.
Okay, and then Reed you'll feel like a slightly like clawed finger just like draw an insignia on your hand and cast Gift of Alacrity. So you can add a D8 to your initiative roll.
Oh, thank you.
You appear as well. Huh? You appear. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. We're about to go into a fight.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we'd like to know where you are.
And then you just see me like appear, and I'm like,
Ow, my hand, you prick.
Mosquitoes around here are really big.
it happens more often than you'd think. Yeah.
Coroner's there with the first aid kit. Like, oh, you got it.
I'm all right.
The hell gives you band-aids.
Yes.
Appleby.
Got like a chibi coroner.
So as that's happening and you sort of pop into being, Appleby sort of goes, ooh. And I go over specifically to Rodeo.
Yeah.
And Appleby stands.
Rodeo takes a step back. Instinctively, just.
No, you need no. And I'll take a step forward again.
Okay.
And I'll sort of stand up very straight.
Do we have time right now?
Yes. And he stands up very straight and he looks you in the eye and he goes, said the otter to the phoenix as it cried, your feathers are so red, but you're golden deep inside. And you get a bardic inspiration, D6.
Ooh.
Cool. That's amazing.
Is that to a D20 roll?
Yep. It's attack roll.
Oh,
You
you
3 more
check saving
stones.
throw?
I forgot concentration on. Is it concentration on the magic stones? I don't know. Either way, Reed's got 3 stones around the head.
Cool. You got 3 tiny little pebbles.
Oh, it's not concentration. Ka-ching.
Sweet. As you're kind of gathered in this bedroom, you've just looted through this trunk. Are you taking any of the other items from that other than the letter?
Taking the letter, then just grabbing up all of the clothes.
Cool.
I've bagged the fancy clothes.
You bagged the fancy clothes.
We
Cool.
put on the robes and walk in disguise.
Why don't
Is
we
that
just...
a plan?
You've got a sort of what appears to be some kind of either mage's or monk's robe there, and also this breastplate with the cross sword sun on the front of it.
Should we just put
Appleby,
these up
seems like
later?
your vibe. I hand you a robe.
And I pass it on to Quinn.
Oh, I've already got one, thank you.
I'll take it back then. Fucking hell. Right.
We can play fancy dress later.
Yeah, come on, let's kill things.
downstairs.
Appleby will start slowly skipping towards the door.
Are we still stealth? Are you still?
I can stealth
Punch my
skip.
back and begin skulking down the stairs.
Cool.
Could we
The
not...
veil comes down.
Just a PSA to the group, maybe let's not kill them, because then we can find out information.
I didn't plan on it.
Okay, yeah, I know you didn't. Look
Not
at you.
kill all of them.
Okay, I just, unnecessary death feels unnecessary.
Appleby will kind of want to lead the way a little bit, if that's all right, and I'll move towards where... Well, I mean, Reed, you'll lead the way, obviously, but...
Because I know the way. But
Yeah,
I'll just be
right,
like, it's down the stairs. you
Show
can
me
go
where
first.
the door is.
Yep.
There's a doorway leading to this staircase. Then there's a flight of stairs going down. Then there's, like I said, this big living area with the kind of front door, the other living area down here where the torture is happening. And then I forgot to mention earlier as well, there is another staircase going down again underneath where this staircase is. So it's kind of like a double floor staircase.
Cool.
That's it. So you're heading down the
Is
stairs?
there visibility of the group from the top of the stairs?
It kind of the stairs kind of come out, and then there's to the right is the kind of like living area where the torture is happening. To the left is like a hall, it's still open, but it's a hall leading out to the kind of like front door and window area at the front and kind of entrance area. So from the top of the stairs, I say no, but like about 2/3 down, you could see the rest of the group.
Cool. That I will get to 2/3 down and see the group and the torture that is ongoing and pull out my short bow and wait for a signal.
Cool, yeah, you are all super stealthy at this point as well, and the 3 figures in this room are all looking towards the one in the chair at the moment, backs to this, as well. Do a little roll. Well, it's not a nat 20, so they don't see you. You all kind of creep down these stairs, and yes, you see these 2 guards in this kind of like heavier armor staring at Digby, and then the one guy who is doing the physical torturing kind of right in Digby's face, and then Digby chained and manacled to this chair.
How far away are we, or how close can we get, do we think?
I'd say you're 15 from the bottom of the stairs. It'll be 15 feet to the closest guard, who's kind of like right diagonally in front of the stairs, and then a bit to his left, 20 feet away to the other guard, and then I'd say like 25 feet to where the guy's beating up Digby.
Cool. Reed will be like, did you say that there's another guy with this symbol around that knows about our dwarves?
Yeah, at least one. I tried to keep track of him after he left after the little party that Quinn put on earlier. Second level, vanished.
Are either of those him?
I assume that.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him, no.
Different kind.
Reed will fly back up.
There's at least one other of these guys in the city.
We'll take one of the files from their carpenter tools and just use it to jam the lock of the trapdoor for a sec.
So you're going all the way back to the original trapdoor.
Yeah, if I've got time. This would have happened like before we went down the stairs. That's right. I'm just kind of like adding it in. Basically, I want to block that door.
That's fine. Just give me a carpenter's tool check. See how well you block it.
Oh, so I presume I just add proficiency?
Yeah, you're proficient in them.
Is it just proficiency?
Yep.
Is there any other mod? 18.
18? Yeah, you kind of like jam it in a way that like the kind of file is preventing the trapdoor from even being opened.
Yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I come back down, I'm like, hopefully we won't get flinked.
Good thinking.
Nice, yeah.
Cool.
As you're all kind of at the bottom of the stairs, this torture happening before you, what are you doing?
The one at the front, you said, is
unseen.
about 25 feet away for the one who's actually doing the torture.
About 25 feet away from the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, and the bottom of the stairs is about 15 feet down, right?
You could be at the bottom of the stairs if you want.
I'd like to get like as close as I can to.
I'd say that's probably the last point where you can kind of remain stealthy. As any more than that, and you'll be kind of in the room, and it will be fairly obvious that you're there.
Of course. So the closest one is how close to this point? Sorry,
15
feet.
20, 25.
That one I'm gonna huck a dagger at.
Just gonna huck a straight old dagger at him.
Yeah, I've got Skulker, so a ranged weapon attack won't reveal my position.
Cool. At that point as well, your prepared action goes off, and I'd like you all to roll for initiative, please, as you will enter into this combat.
Only if you miss with Skulker, I think.
I haven't used my natural 20 yet, have I? I'll keep it.
It doesn't reveal your position.
I think
Only lasts
me
one
a
session.
I know. I'm probably going to use it on attack rolls.
Nice.
Don't kill.
I can specify non-lead.
You can.
No, dirty.
We only need one alive.
But all 3 would be nice.
We only need one alive.
But all 3
I'm a
would be
rogue.
nice.
Let me do rogue things. If you want to save them, do it.
I'm going to.
Good.
Is it a bonus action to consume a bit of flesh?
To consume a bit of flesh.
Yeah. Just for mechanical reasons, it's going to come.
If you're near where the flesh is, sure.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I must have misread that one.
Cool. Initiatives. Reed.
Dirty 20.
Mr. Bogwater. Dirty 20 for Reed. Nice. Quinn.
16.
16 for Quinn. Appleby.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. Sorry. 6.
Going last then. Shadow.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well. Ooh. Get a nice team up moment. Coroner.
6.
6 as well. Ooh, another team up moment. And Rodeo.
16. Another
16.
team.
Nice.
Odds.
Love it.
Nice, gang. Right.
Slim to none.
Anyone would think that we were actually prepared for this in some way.
I don't think we'd scripted all of this. Said Jane.
None
Wait.
of this is scripted.
Sorry, I'm just putting them in the initiativios. What's Appleby and Coroner, what's your dex mod?
Plus one.
+2.
Could you give me a roll?
Yes.
Did you add your D8 to that?
11. That plus my int.
Plus your int. Well,
Initiative.
yeah, sure.
Cool. I'm fucking tired. 12.
12. Cool. It won't be a team up moment for you guys, unfortunately, as this thing gets in between. Who was
So
that?
close, yeah.
Sorry, I would have thought that through like a little bit more if I'd actually known about the Skulker skill. But never mind, we've done it now.
What is done is done. We were going to blow our cover very quickly.
Yeah,
anyway.
it was going to happen.
I was waiting
A
for a
gunshot
signal.
is
The
in-
signal was given.
Is in no way subtle, so...
Right, nearly done. Okay, cool. Brillig.
Correct actions.
Yeah, so the two, the dagger throw and the bow go off. Who are you aiming at with the bow?
The bow would have been at just one of the guards because
You get a surprise round.
I was going to say, is it?
Oh, yes, you would all get attacked in the surprise round.
Was it with advantage?
Yes, you're hidden.
There's a breeze.
You're hidden,
And
yes.
I'm hidden.
Shut later.
Amazing. 19.
19 hits,
Excellent. I'll get to do sneak attack damage.
I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Need a big damage?
Would you go for the further or the closer guard?
Further, because Appleby's throwing a dagger,
Cool.
just in case the range is jank.
Wow.
Okay.
I just want to perish.
No.
Fucking snake eyes. 5 damage.
5 damage, still damage.
Shadow doesn't quite get all of the shadows around him in the moment, and is too pacified.
These guys in full armor.
They are in what appears to be kind of like a breastplate. Like I wouldn't say it's full plate, but it's pretty heavy armor.
Head to toe though, like they got sabitons.
No,
They took their shoes off. at
not
the door.
these guys,
Come on.
unfortunately.
Yeah, flip-flops.
They're wearing Crocs.
Then they mean nothing to me. I
One's
heard,
wearing loafers.
it was a 15 to hit.
15
Close.
doesn't hit, unfortunately, as the dagger pinks off some of the like leather backing of his armor.
I didn't roll with advantage. Why did I have advantage?
You're hidden.
Oh, I am surprising them less.
Pinks off their back piece of their armor. And now we'll go into the surprise round as Rodeo and Shadow, you're up.
Is it Shadow and Reed?
Yes, it's
Did
Shadow
Shadow
and
just
Reed.
have that
Yes,
surprise
you both.
round?
Yeah, you got your nasty 20s
sorry about
to
the
go
arms.
first.
Didn't Shadow just have their surprise turn?
Yeah, add surprise and then initiative.
Yeah, I don't really know how that works with.
Because if it
You
was
had
just
a
a regular
full
surprise
action,
round,
didn't you?
we'd just all get to act as normal.
Yeah, but you are all hidden from them. So I guess you guys all just get to go. So yeah, Reed, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to use my natural 20 from the Patreons.
Cool.
To huck a stone.
You're gonna huck a stone.
I'm
Cool.
going to huck a
Huck that stone.
Thank you,
so-
patron.
thank you so much, Patreons. No, patrons of Patreon. Yeah. I don't need to roll. Yeah. So that's 6 plus 1 plus.
Right, can't damage today.
Plus yours.
4. So that's 11 points of bludgeoning. Non-lethal, I would specify. I did say that earlier.
Cool. How do you knock this guy out?
Nice. Cool.
Oh, wow.
So Reed's got the thing spinning around. We'll just look at Shadow, like, and then whoosh, the pebble just like spins through the air with like leaves seemingly like drifting
Nice.
behind it, like it's been like cast out. And yeah, it'll just hit like right at the base of the neck.
Cool.
Yeah.
You see his neck kind of cricks and then he just falls flat on the ground.
I wish that was me.
Rodeo and Quinn, you're up.
Take it away.
So one guy's already been knocked out.
One guy you've just seen as this darting stone has knocked this guy clean out.
Cool. I'm gonna whip my pistol out and I'm gonna take a shot at one of the other guys.
Cool.
Again, I'm gonna specify non-lethal.
Hamstring him.
Guard or guy beaten up?
Oh, if there's a guy like currently wailing on Digby, I'm taking that guy out.
He's still kind of doing that. He's not really like, the hubbub's not quite caught up
Cool,
to him
then
yet.
while he's distracted,
Yeah. Shoot him in the back.
I'm
Wailing
gonna...
on Digby sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah.
I'm going to go wail on Digby for a
Yeah,
bit.
is this am I also part of the surprise round?
You are still in the surprise round.
So I get this with advantage.
You'll never believe this. I caught Timmy fucking wailing on Digby last night.
Oh, that's a 27.
That definitely hits this lighter armored figure.
Yes.
As he kind of like is drawing his fist back for like a really big hit, you catch him in the back with this bullet.
Yeah, I want to go for like the shoulder blade or something,
Cool.
just to so his arm's basically like out of action. So that's a D10. 4 plus
Go for like the base of his spine.
8.
Permanently paralysed.
How much damage, sorry?
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Cool, yeah. It's just going to, as he takes this hit in the back of his ass, just above his ass. And
Shoot guy in the ass.
just above.
Oh, okay.
If there'd been an at 20, it would have gone right in.
So yeah, you hit this guy, non-lethal damage, but yeah, you see as he kind of takes this shot, and yeah.
He's probably very aware that I
he's-
exist now.
Yeah.
His ass is.
Yes. This is
The
all
rest
kind
of it will take a minute to catch up.
this is all kind of taking place at the same time.
Yeah.
But yes, Quinn, you're up.
There's another person apart from the one Rodeo just shot, yeah?
Yes,
One's
there's
been
a,
knocked out. I just shot a guy. Then there's a third one.
I'll lift up my component pouch a small diamond with the point kind of towards my palm.
Yep.
Push it in a little bit and you see his green spirals kind of wrap around Quinn's arm and I'll fire off a wispy chromatic orb.
Cool. At which guy?
The one that Rodeo didn't shoot.
The one that Rodeo didn't shoot. Cool. The other guard.
You cast
Natural
it through a
20.
die.
Natural 20.
Yes!
Cool.
Is this lethal or non-lethal?
It may not matter.
Quinn's not going for non-lethal.
Cool.
So
Good.
8, 16. It's already, it's 24 before rolling.
Okay.
Plus 14, 38, plus 8. That's 46 points of damage.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, you killed him over by 40 points. So yeah, what kind of damage did you do?
Poison, you see, is just this kind of like very faint light green wisp, almost dances like mist towards him from the diamond very quickly and just into his mouth as he is poisoned.
You see as his
fuck with
insides
Digby.
begin to just pour and melt out of him. His eyeballs melt. As you see blood begin to pour out of every orifice in his body as he collapses to the ground. The clink of armor as he falls down.
What did you cast?
Very
Chromatic
dead.
orb,
guys.
3d8 damage.
He's
That's a
really
crit.
good stuff if you hit.
He's locked away in the shadow realm forever.
Coroner,
That's my first
no, you are lower. Sorry, Appleby.
Oh, I've already had my surprise.
Oh, you did. Coroner, I was right.
Cool. I will just completely ignore the fight and I'm just going to walk up to Digby and start tending to his wounds.
Cool. You will get in range of the one guy who's remaining, the guy that's wailing on Digby at the moment, who's just been shot. So that will bring you into his range.
I'm just like, I kind of like almost like annoyed, like sort of brush him out of the way, like move aside.
Cool.
I've got a patient and just sort of kneel down like, hello Digby, we're here to help.
Cool. As this guy's like reeling from this gunshot wound, do you want to like? Are you trying to actually tend to him, or are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Let's-
Give me a medicine check,
Cool, will.
unless you want to do any actual healing
No, I
magic.
don't.
Cool.
So that's only a 15.
Cool. Yeah, you can very quickly assess the situation. It looks like he's been here for a while. You can see the restraints that are holding him down are rubbed raw in some places. In where he's kind of been manacled around the neck, hands, and feet, you can see that almost some of the scales have rubbed off from repeated, kind of being bound in these chains for so long. You can also see that, yeah, he's obviously been beaten to within as close to death as someone can be while still keeping them alive. As Reed would have told you as well, you see as some of the frills off his head have just been shorn off. He's missing quite a few teeth as well and just bleeding fairly profusely. As you kind of put your hand to his head, he kind of flinches away from you, not used to a friendly touch.
It's all right. Does this guy react to me at all?
Well, he can't really until his turn, so unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Just a pop a quick spare the dying on Bigby, just in case.
Cool.
Just in case.
Digby.
Digby.
You've called him Big B consistently. I really like it. Yeah.
Turn this to the giant hand or whatever.
Yeah, big his hand.
You do so, and then combat starts properly as we reach the top of the initiative. Shadow and Reed, you are up.
You can hit this one. I'm probably going to use a lot of my time eating.
Okay.
Ooh,
I shoot with my bow again.
Cool.
And it's a 21
Nice.
I like it.
to hit the one remaining
It hits.
thing. Excellent.
There's no eye within range.
Yeah, I was
so
about to
it's-
say.
Yeah.
Coroner's
yeah.
within 5 feet. So I
I
get
knew
to
what I
roll.
was doing. This wasn't an accident.
Oh.
But it's better.
Yeah.
It is better. 7.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, you kind of you're shooting another arrow at him.
Uh-huh.
And you just kind of pin an arrow right at the back, kind of near where the bullet wound's gone in. As this arrow pings into him, he kind of staggers forward once again, almost flopping onto where you're working with Digby, as he takes these repeated ranged attacks to his rear. He's not had a chance to turn around yet. Reed, you're up.
How far is it?
Sorry, anything else? Reed.
How far is it to the corpse?
To the
God.
corpse.
It is a poisoned corpse.
It's gone.
That one-
There's nothing left.
You knocked out the further one away,
Yeah.
so the closer one died, which is the one Quinn killed, so 15 feet away from you.
Okay, fine. Is there like... can I do a quick sort of medicine check to establish if consuming some would hurt me?
Sure, yeah. It will use your action, but you can
That's
do
fine.
that.
It's a bonus action to eat the corpse.
Yeah, cool.
God.
I'm so glad everyone's got
It's
the
not very
priority
good. I
sorted.
wouldn't worry about it. It's a 12.
You think it looks fine to eat.
Nice. So again, you'll see is like it seems to happen next to you all the time. Yeah. Reed's like skin gets a little bit like thorny almost. It's like the little bits like scales like stand up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the hairs do. And Reed just darts in the direction of the corpse. I don't know if that broke an opportunity attack.
No, there's
Okay,
no
cool.
need.
The guy
Yeah,
didn't-
well like
You didn't even kill him, did you? It was Dan.
yeah.
Quinn killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May I use my reaction?
If
Just
you-
to say something.
Yeah.
As you go towards, I just go, don't eat his face!
You just see Reed look at you, and like the pointed teeth just seem to be ever so slightly longer. Just like nods, and then goes in and like grabs a bit of like grabs the ankle wherever there's a bit of exposed flesh, and just like and tears a bit out, and is just sat there chewing. And I think this time, rather than like wasting too much time, there'll just be like a couple of tears running down.
Cool.
Yeah,
Give me a
they,
con
like-
save as you eat this poisoned corpse.
Cool.
If this is what kills you,
Oh,
looks like
that's
it
not
is.
very good. It's an 8.
Cool.
Reed gets food
You
poisoning.
take 5 points of poison damage as you
Fine.
eat this
I'll take
poisoned
that.
corpse.
5, yeah.
That was, just utterly and thoroughly destroyed with poison.
Yeah.
Has
Fucking weird.
coursed through its veins.
No one's
Anything
nearby.
else?
Is anyone nearby?
No, there's a thug about 10 feet in front of you.
Oh, you're not too far, and you can hear quite well.
Yeah.
Reed is just saying like little prayers, and also says to the corpse as just before they go in for the bite, like, "I'm so sorry," and then just like takes a bit out.
Just Coroner just like lets a sigh and just starts like quietly chanting in the binaric just to like drown you out a bit. It's like, okay, let's just pray to my God.
It's not like crazy Johnny. It's just like a little prayer.
Just the whole situation,
Yeah, okay.
Coroner kind of wants to drown out, but that's a problem to deal with later. They're with patient now. So
Am
it's
I
like-
condition poisoned or
The
just?
doctor is in.
No, you're not
Go ahead.
conditioned
Okay,
poison.
cool.
I had to say that when I stab a guy.
I'm sorry, that's a waste of a term, but
Yes.
It's in character, it's not a waste of turn.
Turn. I've done nothing so far.
Cool.
You threw a dagger.
Cool.
That's a waste of turn.
Coroner, you hear as it sounds like some hasty movement is happening downstairs, almost as if a table has been overturned in haste, as you hear very distinctly 2 figures with your amazing passive perception, 2 figures begin to climb the stairs from the downstairs floor, the stairs, which would be a bit to your right under the stairs that you came down, begin to come up the stairs, but you can't quite see where they are yet.
Sweet. Then I'll just use my reaction to shout in the room at Holo. 2 more are coming from downstairs.
Cool. You do so. You will hear as this.
Where is the downstairs from where I am?
You are.
Directly below you.
It's sort of like underneath where you are. It's like the stairs are like kind of one is underneath the other.
Cool.
So yeah, you kind of like when there's like multiple escalators in like a shopping mall, it's kind of like that situation.
Cool.
Yeah, sweet. That's them. Rodeo and Quinn.
Take it away.
Do you want to go first this time?
Sure. I will
You just signed this man's death.
use some of my...
Oh shit, yeah.
I'll use 30 feet of my
I want the
movement,
big guy
or
alive.
however
He's
much of my
probably the
movement
interesting
to
one.
walk over to the corpse that Reed's by,
Yep.
so I can be near it. And then I will. I don't know if I can do this non-lethally, but Quinn will try, seeing as there's been 2 non-lethal shots on this guy.
Yeah.
You guys being up Digby, I'll raise my small invisible bell and just cast Toll the Dead as he hears some.
Give me.
He needs a wisdom saving
He
throw,
needs to
please.
make a
DC 15.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
You get ups the wisdom save.
He fails.
Fails. He takes a D12 of damage.
Oh no.
That's going to be 5 points necrotic damage.
5 points necrotic damage. He is now bloodied as you all hear this kind of bell tolling in the room as like a spot of blood begins to appear on his top lip as his nose starts quite profusely bleeding from this psychic
have a real
damage that
bell?
he's just taken.
No, they basically hold up and pretend to ring a bell, and
Okay.
but you still
can hear
hear
it.
That's
hear
cool.
a light ding.
Okay,
Love
cool.
Quinn's vibe.
Anything else? Sorry, on your turn.
Nope, that's me.
Rodeo.
So one guy is gone. Another guy got knocked out.
Yep. That's the thug who is still above.
Standing over Digby.
He's still not at his turn yet.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, and there's supposedly 2 guys coming from downstairs.
From downstairs. Okay. I think we've got this guy handled. How many feet would it be for me to get down the stairs and then round to the other end, like
With your full
the other steps?
With your full 30 feet, you could make it to the top of the second step stairs underneath. You could
Cool.
see
Do I
down the stairs.
see anything at the moment?
From where you are, you didn't move initially in the fight, did you? You kind of were just at the bottom of the stairs.
I shot from where I was standing initially.
You can't see them at the moment. There's kind of like a small wall that kind of like is almost like a balustrade protecting the stairway, so you don't fall down it. So you can't see them at the moment, but you'd think from what Coroner said, they are on their way up those stairs.
Cool. I am firmly planting myself at the top of the stairs, so anyone who tries to come up
Cool.
has got to get through me.
Cool. So you're going to the top of the downstairs. So lower step stairs.
Yeah.
Cool. As you get to the top of those stairs, you do see as 2 figures coming up to the stairways towards you. You see a guy in much finer and heavier armor than the other 2 guards that you've seen before. This armor is immaculate. It's full plate and in this kind of bright red crimson, seems to be polished to a T. He has another symbol on his chest plate, which is a shield with the red sun on it, with the twin swords crossed over it.
Ooh, so an extra bit.
An extra little bit. So the sun is kind of emblazoned on the shield, and then, the swords are crossed over the whole thing. And next to him is some kind of figure in red flowing robes. Seems to have this kind of black staff in his hands.
Okay, so not my trenchcoat boy.
Not the trenchcoat boy.
Okay, Captain Trenchcoat still hasn't arrived.
He's
Cool.
going to have a shock when he gets
Yeah,
home.
when he gets back home.
So yeah, you've used your 30 feet to get here, and you can
Yep.
see these 2 figures coming up the stairs towards you.
Oh, do I go for the...
Sorry, I should say as well,
Yep.
he has, the armoured guy, has a shield and longsword.
Oh, okay, that means business. I'm going to... I'm gonna... If they get up here, that's going to be bad news, so I'm going to take a shot at him. I'm going to point my gun down the stairs at them.
Cool.
And I'll be like, turn around, friends, last chance.
You see as they're still kind of coming up the stairs, they look they've already heard a gunshot and they seem intent on combat.
All right, don't say I didn't warn you. And I take a shot straight at this guy.
Cool.
He's so great.
Nice. Brilliant. You can have a point of strength for that, I really like that. Roll to hit.
With Bardic Inspiration, do I have to say that I'm using it beforehand or do I add it on?
No, you can add it on whenever you like, as
Okay.
long as I haven't said it's hit or missed yet.
Okay, cool. 13 plus 8 is 21.
That hits.
Nice.
I mean, I
Hit
would
the
bloody
armor
hope
boy.
so.
Fucking dead eye.
Yeah.
Where's my guitar? Yeah, just a single guitar sitting in the background plays. There's like,
Draw the gun.
she does the shot and then suddenly like a tiny tumbleweed just like falls out of
It
her.
rolls down the stairs.
Yeah.
Does she put it like back in the holster every time just so she can like quick?
Oh yeah, she does like the 12 and puts it back every single time. It's completely unnecessary. 12 points of damage.
12 points
Nice.
of damage, nice.
Say it.
You deal 12 damage. As this shot kind of goes right into a gap underneath this guy's armor
Yeah, I was
plating.
going for like somewhere like in the gap in the shoulder. That's always
Certainly,
like
yeah. You see, as he's kind of like raising his sword as he's charging up the stairs, he leaves a kind of little gap in his armor as this bullet just goes through and through, straight through his shoulder blade.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action?
I'm
Use your
not sure I
movement.
can do anything with bonus action.
Holster your gun.
I do a little twirl.
Nice. Give me a performance check.
Ooh, I'm not very good at performance.
Oh,
I
let's
think.
see the crit.
Or sleight of hand.
Gun.
Your
Or
choice.
sleight of hand. What am I better at? Where's performance? Oh yeah, sleight of hand's better. That's a 22.
It's a pretty fancy
It's a
spin.
sick
Kinda like
spin.
spin it from one hand onto the other and then holster
Yeah,
it.
it's completely
Reed's like,
unnecessary.
Applebee's impressed with your juggling. That's the level we're at.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
That-
staying where I am. I'm currently an obstacle for them
Cool.
to conquer.
Sweet. Up next, finally, is the thug. He gets a go. I really wasn't expecting this. He kind of like, being that you're right next to him, he kind of turns to you as you're kind of like attending to Digby medically, and just in this kind of like heat of the moment, he doesn't know what is going on at this stage, but he knows you're not supposed to fucking be here. So he just tries to go at you. He'll use his bonus action to draw out this kind of like cruel-looking mace from his belt, this kind of like barbed, black-headed mace. And he is going to attempt to strike at you.
Say goodnight
with
to the
that.
cleric.
He is the one who thinks this doesn't compute.
Yeah.
Okay, what does he get to these? And he's going to be making 2 attacks at you with this. So first one is going to. Where is Coroner? First one's going to hit with a 16.
Oh dear.
Second one misses though with a 12. So just the one hit, and that's just a little mace.
Just a one hit, actually.
That's going to deal you 5 more damage.
Oh, I am nearly bloody.
Yeah, good thing only one of those hit.
That's his go. Yeah, that's his go. Actually, yeah, he just stands there looking like he's going to try and beat you to death.
It looks like it.
Up next is you.
Would not be Appleby?
Oh, yes, sorry. I keep forgetting because you're actually. I've written you above Appleby, even though he is first. Yes, Appleby, you're up first. Coroner, you're on deck because the guards are dead.
I'm actually, I think,
There's only one dead, isn't it?
One dead, one unconscious.
They're out of the picture.
Yes.
because
AOA.
I missed. I think I'm still hidden.
If that's how Skulker works.
That is how
yes.
Skulker
Cool.
works, so I
Yeah,
am still
you are still hidden.
How? Yeah, I mean,
You've just been sat in the corner throwing it. Like staying there.
a whole bunch of stuff's happened, and I was like,
Time to reveal my hand.
Come on, do something
so
weird.
the guy who is the one wailing on
Coroner currently.
Coroner.
now.
Oh, wailing on Coroner now.
Yeah.
He's
how
changed
far away?
targets.
Yeah, Digby is still there.
Is he
but-
bloodied?
He is bloodied, yeah. You see, after your psychic damage, you saw as he is bleeding quite profusely from the mind.
How far away is my fella?
You stayed at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah.
25 feet.
Cool. What? Do I move up the 5 feet and lose the advantage that way, or do I extend the range and lose the advantage that way?
Ooh.
I can only throw at 20 feet at regular, so it would be at disadvantage if I threw it further. So either way, I will lose the advantage.
Does
that I
moving
have.
reveal your position?
I don't know. I'm at the bottom of the stairs, so I'd kind of just be coming out of hiding.
true.
Yeah. I'd say you'd be going out into the open there, so yeah, it'd be difficult to hide.
Well, I'll go for the option where I stay a little bit hidden,
Okay.
I guess, and
Yeah.
I'll just
roll
throw
it
it
at- roll a regular there.
Yeah.
You do, I believe, have a paid for advantage though, if you do want it.
Oh yeah.
So stick it back on.
That you can stick that back on to give yourself advantage again.
Yeah, I'm going to stick that back.
Yeah. Thank you, Patreon.
Thanks, Patreon.
Thanks, Patreon.
If you want in on this action, you can do that.
There's links below.
It was only a 14, so I guess I'll.
A 14?
Yeah.
You aiming for the guy Waylon?
Yeah.
Yeah, hits.
Oh really?
He's only wearing leather armor.
Nice.
Fucking Waylon Smithers.
You see,
This guy's called Waylon now.
Yeah. Okay.
Waylon.
Update my notes.
I really hope we get to question Wayland. Turning me.
Oh, Max Damage. Yo.
Was this lethal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god damn it, we needed this one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the big one.
Well, the other two are also on their way. They're the big ones, maybe. I'm killing him. He's been wailing on Digby.
Yeah, fair.
He's been Wayland on Digby.
We need to know why.
He's been wailing on that guy we just
I've
met.
been Waylon. He's been
It's 8 damage.
8 damage, cool.
Yeah. Right, so probably not lethal.
Doesn't kill him.
Yeah, there you go.
But you do see as he's looking shite. He's one fucked up Wayland.
What is going on?
As this kind of like he's got a plethora of ranged. He's got like just ammunition in him. He's got a dagger in his side.
Dagger and arrow and a
Looking
bullet.
at me.
Bullet wound and
Watching.
There was a dagger that flew into the room that was seemingly sourceless, and then a hand axe came out of nowhere and just landed in him. He looked to where it came from and saw emerging from the shadows a soil man in a jester's uniform.
A little dirt boy.
Just as he knew it would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the hag told him.
It's like the cobweb lady for
So sorry, that was Appleby. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Boneless action, perhaps. Could I interest you in movement?
As a concept.
Yeah, he's like 25 feet. I'll move up to him. I'll like hobble on my wonky
Get up
foot.
in his face.
Yeah, you kind of like 1 foot drag in,
only got
get a few
21 foot.
splinters.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I've got
worse.
21 feet of movement.
Drag himself across the
I
floor.
got 5 foot reach.
Yeah, I have 21 feet of movement,
Yeah.
so I'll move up to him.
Yeah, you can get in combat range with him.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'll reach into one of my pockets.
Yeah.
And I'll say to him, "Can I interest you in one of these?" And hold out a golden bell.
Cool. Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it isn't bad. 14.
Cool. Something will happen on his turn. Coroner.
Cool. The second he smacks up Coroner while they're tending to a patient,
Yeah.
Coroner's head just snaps around.
Yep. Do the eyes go red?
The eyes stay green, but
Okay,
like
it's more
eerie
silent
green,
starts,
and everything else goes dark. And
A siren goes off.
and as they turn to look at Appleby's bell that he's offering,
Yeah.
I'll cast Toll of the Dead.
Nice.
So he hears the sound of this bell ringing in his head while looking at Appleby's.
Nice.
I am doing this non-lethally, but I need a whiz save.
Cool.
Non-lethal Toll of the Dead.
Yeah.
Told the sleepy.
Told the ill.
Non-lethal mind fuck.
That's probably going to be a failure with a 6.
Yeah,
D12,
he needed a 14, so that's a big old...
The lethality of this will depend on how much damage you roll here.
Cool. I mean, I'll probably use my bonus action to save him if that counts. That was a drop, but I'm taking it. It's a 7.
Cool. Yeah, you see as he kind of like grabs his head, you see as the blood begins just pouring out of his nose instead, as he just like collapses to one side in a crumpled heap.
Cool. Is he alive?
One day.
You can give me a medicine check as a bonus action if you like.
Instead, can I just cast Spare the Dying on him to do that? Like, make sure?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And it goes off, so you assume he's not dead.
Yeah, bonus action, quick Spare the Dying, and then, back to Digby's wounds.
Cool.
Now.
Nice.
The sigh was really funny.
Sweet. That is Coroner. Back to the top, we have Reed and Shadow.
The stairs that I am on, where if underneath me there is things going on.
Yes.
Can I vault down the stairs and land upon the wizard?
If you went about like 20 feet around to like where you could kind of like the space opens up, so like there's enough room for you to squeeze between the staircase coming down and like the kind of baluster. There's like it's like a triangle like that. You could like hop over at a point. Say if you use 20 feet of your movement, you could hop on over down, and you'd land kind of adjacent to the sergeant. Is actually on the side of the stairs that you would be. I just revealed what he was.
Sergeant! Oh, he's got a rank!
You'd be on that side of the stairs if you landed there, but you could move around them to get into combat with both if you wanted to.
Yeah,
So-
I'd have 10 feet of movement left
Cool.
after that, so I will do what you just said.
Yeah, so you leap down, you kind of land almost stuttering their progress, just as Rodeo shot off this shot at the sergeant, as you now kind of engage yourself in combat with both of them.
Nice one. As they're going, like when he's been firing off the bow, Shadow's robes have still been like the reddish blues, but as he is moving into more important combat, as he dives through, everything goes black, and around him is just a little bit more shadowy. Lands by the sergeant, shuffles round, and then is going to try and basically behead the wizard.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
The short sword is pulled out with the trunk and gonna try and take his heat off.
Nice. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
I don't deserve this.
Oh no!
What is it?
Who have I upset?
Everyone
I
watching,
know.
please give all your money just so that Callum never has to roll anything ever again.
Help them.
Just D20s for life. Natural 20s for life.
There's 10 to hit a wizard.
You hit.
Yeah.
His AC is 10.
Good. That's why I went for the wizard. I figured they'd have a low AC.
Wizard.
I know what it is as well. It was the before the game thing where I decided to roll all of my D20s.
Yeah, I told you that you'd all wear it out.
Yeah, no, that was bad. That was bad as usual.
Well, now we
Use them
know.
Good numbers.
Now we know.
Is anyone else in combat range with the wizard, or is it just me?
Friendly,
Yeah.
just you. Rodeo
I'm
is
at the top
about
of the
like
stairs.
10 foot behind you at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Sweet. 8 damage on the wizard.
Not bad.
Cool. He is not looking good after this strike. You see as he is not a close combat fighter, and after this strike especially, you see as he's kind of almost starting to back away from where you are at.
Boner action, kick him in the boner.
You can certainly try and kick him in the leg.
What do I add?
Just your strength mod.
Ah, well, I rolled what I did last time, but that means it's 5.
That's 5. Cool. You don't manage to get a hit through as he kind of like blocks your leg with his staff in a last-ditch attempt to not die.
Imagine running up some stairs, a cowboy dragon emerging, and you got to go through me, and then a barely visible elephant kills your friend.
Sounds pretty standard.
Yeah.
You're rolling like shit.
Oh, is it me?
Yes, you are also up.
I got enough movement to get on Rodio's shoulder.
Where were you?
I was
Yes.
eating.
It would
Yeah.
take you about
Eating the guy.
15 more feet to get from where the eating spot to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, cool. I finished. I've eaten some, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It poisoned you, so yes.
Yeah, read gulps. And then we'll just, and land on your shoulder.
Howdy.
Howdy. And like beams at you with like bloody teeth. And then we'll be like,
God, you guys have such gross characters.
yeah, right. Oh, you're there now, aren't
Shut
you?
up, Tom.
Oh, there goes Thunderwave's idea.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna. I was like, ow, my bones.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right, fine. Yeah, Reed'll like one of the pebbles will just start spinning,
Cool.
like rotating as it spins around them, and they'll go, oh right. Shoot at.
If it helps, Shadow would shout, "Oi, the one with the stick!"
I'll shoot at the one with the stick.
Cool.
I do have an inspiration from last session, so I'm going to use.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, actually, I'll wait.
Roll first, yeah.
I can roll
Wait, you
first.
don't know if you need it.
I forgot. I need to.
What's the lethality of this?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll hold on to that info for now. That's it's plus.
You hit.
It's 25. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Is the one with the stick the wizard?
Yeah.
Oh right.
With an
yeah.
AC of 10.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought I was hitting the harder one.
The one with the stick.
Okay, so that's a D6 plus 4. 7 points of damage.
Cool. As this
Non-lethal again.
you've done quite a lot more health than he currently has. So as this stone goes down, it just shoots through the back of his head as it explodes in a pool of blood.
Nicely done.
How far away are they?
They're
I'm
about
going to eat him now, huh?
10-15 feet down the stairway.
Okay, I've still got that much movement.
Cool.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm gonna go consume.
Gonna go consume? Cool.
Yeah, I've still got movement and a bonus action, so I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool, yeah. Reed will almost like, as the stone flies, you see them like realise what they've done. Before the stone even hits, they're like darting after it. The skin flaking up, and then they just, like, before the guys even hit the ground, they just bite his nose off and start eating it, and then follow the body down and just like sit atop the body, and they're like, I'm so sorry.
Do I have time to make a reaction and say something to the sergeant?
Sure.
Run.
You see as he stands quite steadfastly before you, but something may happen on his turn.
Yes.
Speaking of, it's actually... you've done all your stuff. Shadow, you've been...
I haven't.
It's actually the sergeant right now, as he stays steadfastly in your face, and he says, I've been waiting a long time for this, and he's going to make his attacks against you.
Earth was he predicting?
Reed looks up like, you knew this was going to happen?
What did you do to stop it?
I'd love him to use his abilities, but they all require him to have allies that are alive. So I guess he'll just attack you with a sword.
He's currently the only one standing.
He is currently the only one standing, but I think that's going to be a hit with a 21.
That does hit.
But he's just got the one attack, so...
Just the one attack, actually.
Yeah, just the one attack. And that's going to be...
With a big sword.
With his long sword. Oof.
How long?
Uh-oh.
That's going to be
long
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Fine.
How much was that, sorry?
9 points of damage.
Oh, first level, yikes.
Yeah.
This is me unconscious.
Yeah.
Still up?
Just
about. Good stuff. Really, all of its other abilities are to do with commanding allies, so yeah, that will be its turn. Up next, Rodeo and Quinn.
Cool. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna dart forward, hearing that there's like fighting going on
There's a
downstairs.
scuffle
I'm gonna
happening.
lean over the banister,
Yeah.
and from however far away, cast Mage Hand, and that's gonna be my flavour for like using the help action.
Cool.
On the side. Oh, you've got to be within 5 feet, actually. I think.
I don't know how the help action works in combat,
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
unless I summoned like the Mage Hand before. I'm gonna. If I can make it to him, I'll run up to him.
You could also try and vault down the same way that Shadow went.
Well,
I didn't have to roll for it. Why would you?
It's not a particularly hard thing to do.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, you poof, land next to this sergeant.
And I'll just be like, hey, and just like start like running in and around him, and I'll use the help action, so the next attack gets advantage.
Cool. Yeah, you do so.
I was thinking like you're distracting him
Yeah.
while I take
Mage hand just like
Okay.
roll in the face.
Cool. Yeah. Anything else? Bonus action. Cool.
Okay.
Radio, you're up.
Cool.
Top of the
So-
stairs. You can see the sergeant
Kill him.
now kind of tussling with both Shadow and Quinn.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Cool.
Again, I'm still not trying to kill him. I'm gonna try and I guess take out the arm that's currently swinging the sword.
Cool.
Because that's the main.
Do you want to call shot it?
I've got advantage and bardic inspiration, so I'm feeling.
You gonna call it?
Sure, why not?
Cool.
Can you use the bardic inspiration? Oh no, did you?
I haven't used it yet. No.
Okay, cool.
12 more. So 12 plus. That's a dirty 20.
Cool.
Do you want to use the inspire?
Um,
Oh, don't finish. Sure, that's fine.
I mean, otherwise I'll forget to use it. So and that's another 3 on top. So it's 23.
23 with the called shot. Unfortunately, that just misses.
Oh,
No!
You needed 24. I'm so sorry.
Oh!
Yeah.
I guess it's got a lot of armor on.
He does. He's got plate armor, shield, and yeah, the called shot adds
Yeah.
decent amount to his AC as well. Oh yeah, you already did it at advantage, didn't you? From the help action. Cool. Anything with your bonus?
I just don't think there's anything I can do without getting in range, and I don't necessarily want to leave my position as like the doorway at the top of the stairs. No, I also haven't taken any damage this fight, so
Nice.
I don't think there's anything I can do other than.
I'm sad that didn't go off.
I'm
That would have been
furious.
such a cool kill.
23 level 1. I don't even hit.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm always gonna egg on the called shots.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool shots this campaign. I hope you realise it's like
I'm
my
glad.
thing.
Cool. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Cool.
I'm going to maintain my position at the top of the
Cool.
stairs.
He's dead, so he's at the initiative order. Appleby, you're up. Coroner, you're on deck.
That's me. Hi, I'm Appleby. Hello.
Wow, it's Appleby Oakwood.
Here I am. Some know me as that. Who is close to me now? How close are Rodeo and Shadow? Because they're like.
Where did you end up last turn?
I'm still bottom of the. Oh no!
No, you're
away.
next
You
to
handed him a
Coroner.
bell.
Shit, yeah, no, I was still
Oh
offering him the
yeah,
bell.
you are.
I mean, he fainted before he got the shot.
Yeah, you're about 10 foot from the top of the stairs that Rodeo stood at, and then another 10 foot down the stairs would get you in combat.
Cool. So there's no one in this room conscious right now.
No, there's
apart from
two
Digby and
unconscious.
Coroner.
There's an unconscious guard. Wayland's unconscious on the floor as well,
Cool.
and the other one died from acid damage. No, poison damage.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll go down and attempt to get. So it's 20 feet to get into combat.
20 feet total to be in close combat in the fisticuffs.
I got 21.
You do have 21 feet.
So I will, get into the fisticuffs if I may. And it's just the one sergeant.
One sergeant.
Cool. Okay. Well, I will sort of march up until I can see him. Actually, I don't really need to get into range. And I will whisper softly to him.
Oh no.
Dissonantly, perhaps?
No, not dissonantly, just viciously.
Oh, nice.
And I will slowly mock him. Let me get my list of vicious mockeries.
Pre-prepared.
I have a few. That'll do. Look at ye. Going round and round in circles like a little baby eel in a glass of water. And he'll have a save, please, of the wisdom variety.
Okay.
I like that one. I like how it didn't relate to what's happening.
Wisdom save, you say. Well, that's a failure, I imagine, with a 5.
My part as well.
That is a failure. Oh, okay. If you want to take some vicious mock damage.
That was Gallon.
Okay, Carl, well, you're going to take a d4 psychic damage.
I already did.
Coroner, you're on deck.
I'm aware.
There is my d4. There.
Shadow and Reed, you'll be after Coroner.
Hurrah.
They've got dis on their next attack roll and they take 2 psychic damage.
2 psychic damage. Nice. And dis on their next attack, you say?
Yeah.
Sweet beans. That's you. Bonus?
Yes, I'm actually just going to give... Who's next in the initiative order? Well, it's Coroner.
Shadow or Reed? Oh, no, sorry, no. Yeah, Coroner is next.
And then after that, it'd be Shadow or Reed.
Yes.
I'll give Bardic Inspo to Reed, and I'll just sort of go instead of actually giving a lyrical song, because why would I do that? We're in combat.
It's amazing.
Just a bit of throat singing. Beautiful. Coroner.
Cool. I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
Cool.
He sees, despite all the bodies and people fighting around him, just things go dark, and he sees the eyes in the distance and hears the bell. Wisdom save.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I feel like I'm going to be making a lot of these.
Fail. Cool.
I assume with a 10.
Yep. Need a 14, and with me, minimum damage, so 1.
Nice. This guy is just being assaulted psychically, but you do see as his resolve remains strong. He is bloody at this stage, but not broken. That's anything else.
And then, would it be a bonus action to start cutting the restraints on this guy, or is that main action?
I would say that's probably going to take a main action, as you see it's
Chains.
metal manacles around his hands and feet, and then something around his neck, which also appears to be some form of metal as well.
Okay. Can I examine that as a bonus action? Just a quick glance?
You can give it a quick look. It appears to be this kind of light greenish metal emblazoned with runes all the way around his neck.
Okay, so that's fun.
Probably stops him breathing fire. Or whatever it is they would breathe.
Clever.
Bronze. Digby's bronze, isn't he?
Digby is bronze, yes.
Yeah, so it's lightning.
Oh,
Cool. Then that's
Objectively
that's me.
sexier.
nice. Yeah.
Sorry, no. Digby and Pfizer are both brass. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Objectively lesser.
Rodeo's bronze, though, right?
Yes, objectively more sexy.
Yes.
True, nice.
Sorry, yes. That was Coroner, Reed, and Shadow.
Go ahead.
I will attack him
Cool.
Yeah.
with my weapons.
Nice. Short sword?
Yeah.
Nice. Hit him.
I fucking won't. Yeah. To get my D4,
Yes.
I have to move it.
That's not cocked.
I can hope. I can hope.
He just did it badly.
Oh. There you go. Do you want my inspiration? Have my inspiration.
I'm only gonna waste it, but
Go on.
I mean, it's better.
It's a hard dice to read.
yeah, it is. It sounds so 15.
15 doesn't get through his firm defense with
Thank
his
you for
armor
the
and shield.
inspiration.
worries.
I will fall on my sword.
Never mind.
Reed. Unless you'd like a bonus action.
Fuck it, bonus action. I'm gonna kick him.
Nice.
Yeah, go on.
Go on. There it is. Yeah, there's the kick.
19 still won't hit.
19 doesn't hit. Clang off of his
Fucking deserve that.
his armoured boot as he stares back at you, unflinching.
Oh, he's got an armoured boot.
He is wearing full plate.
Oh, I know what you're wearing.
He's got sabutons.
He has, metal shoes.
Are they red?
Wearing?
Pardon?
Are they red?
They are, yes.
Sick.
Who's after me?
Who's after you? This guy, and then it would be Rodeo and Quinn.
I'm not keen.
Certain law enforcers.
Huh?
They're after you.
What sort of
right,
size do his
got it.
boots
In
have?
real life.
He's humanoid, so he appears to be a elf.
Size like
Size 9.
10 shoe.
Fantasy size 9.
Fantasy size 9.
Yeah.
Slightly different from a regular size 9.
Very slender feet,
Yeah,
though.
very narrow.
Not even inside.
He has to shop from the ladies' department.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna throw my other rock at it.
Cool. You're up it with him, though, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's a range attack. Never mind.
range
All right, fine.
Oh yeah, because you were eating his buddy.
You were eating his buddy, which means, you're in the 5 foot radius.
Okay, right. Is there? This is stupid, but why not? Oh, they're gonna be strong as well. Damn it!
Bite his throat out.
I can't do
Just
that.
kill him.
I want to do that, love. You know what? Okay. Is there a way of me creating a 15-foot cube and getting my friends?
No.
Everyone is very much up in this situation.
Yeah.
This room is
All
15
my spells
You
are
would
really
actually
area
catch, I
affecting.
think, everyone but Coroner if you were to.
Oh,
Yeah.
go for it.
I don't want to do that. I don't want
I mean,
to do
it
that.
sounds fine
You're the
to
one
me.
who's going to have to clean up the mess after.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like it'd be useful.
Okay, fine. Oh, we're all not looking very good, though. This is the issue.
I've not taken any damage.
Yeah, I know.
It's more because we're level 1.
Yeah.
Callum is hanging on by a thread.
I'm just looking at my dice going, why did I roll? Why did I not just take the action to disengage and walk away?
Everything I have
Just
is
go
area
home.
of effect. Everything is area of effect already.
Do you not have like a weapon on you?
I have a, yeah, fine. I'm going to try and hit it with my little quarterstaff thing that I've got.
Cool, go for it.
Cool.
Do you have shillelagh?
Not prepped.
Oh, never mind.
I wasn't going to use it.
Hit him with your tiny stick.
So yeah, Reed picks out the little quarterstaff, which
Cool.
is barely a toothpick.
The size of a
Desperate
matchstick.
measures.
Yeah.
Try and hit him.
Okay, cool, great.
Stab him in the eye.
Yeah, I'll do that, maybe. It's not adding much. Oh, wait, yeah. 19, doesn't it?
Doesn't hit.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Yeah, Reed, flies up and attempts to, jab him with a stick.
This guy is just being assaulted from all angles, but is,
Don't hurt my
Mentally
friends.
and physically.
mentally, physically, emotionally, he's drained.
Gastrically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really
That's
much
just what you
I
have
can
for
do.
lunch. It's got nothing to do with us.
No, just
You
eating
shouldn't have
attack
eaten that much.
mode.
Should not have had that goblin burrito.
No.
Anything else?
That's kind of it.
Nope. Okay. No bonus.
No boneless.
Cool. He's up.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Who's around him? We got Quinn, Shadow, and Reed up in close combat. So we'll go 1, 2. Wait, Quinn, Shadow, and Reed. 3. Don't know why I did like that. No, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's 2. He's going to go for Quinn with his short.
Fuck.
Woo! I mean, obviously not good, but
As you've been distracting him, he is going to hit as he rolls 11 and has pluses to it.
Oh shit, he's going for the wizard.
That is
That's your
going
tactic.
to be 6 damage.
none of us are tasty.
That is lucky he didn't roll very well on that one. As I believe that could have outright knocked you out there. That is all he can do. He only gets 1 attack. Oh, he should have had disadvantage on that as well because someone fucking did something to him.
Oh, vicious mockery.
He misses. In fact, with
I didn't have my bardic inspiration to that.
he
attack.
misses with an 8. He didn't
well.
have to.
Remember next time.
Yeah.
That is him. Up next, Rodeo and Quinn.
Do you have anything you want to do?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Cool.
Then.
Fails. This guy has rolled so cack on his wisdoms.
8 necrotic damage.
How do you finish him?
His eyes, mouth, ears, and nose all bleed.
Are you killing him?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
He just tried to assassinate a noble, so yes.
Yeah, his head just kind of like begins to like shake and quiver, and then you just see as it kind of like ruptures, you hear this cracking sound, and then he just crumples into the ground, unconscious. And I think with the fight over, with you licking your wounds in this secret,
I'm licking his wounds.
in the secret
Christ.
hideout of the Crimson Gallants. I think that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. That was a pretty intense one. Well done for that combat. That was a deadly encounter.
Well done for that session. That was excellent.
Yeah, top work, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you for playing, everyone. If you liked this, we'll be doing it again in 3 weeks' time, I believe.
Oh,
so
that's
not
so sad.
next
I feel like
Sunday,
ages.
not the Sunday after, but the Sunday after that. I believe it's the 10th, I think. We'll be playing this again, but next week we got a very special Hub World session hosted by, if you know them, they've been in the chat this session. If you know them, Ferrets, they're going to be running the Hub World session. It's their first time DMing on the channel, I think, ever actually.
Ooh, very
so
Might have done one ages ago.
we did a Hub World off stream with them, but
I can't remember if we did like a weird because I did a couple of one shots when we started.
Fair.
I can't remember if we did something with that.
I don't know. Well, in any case, a very long time since they've DM'd here, and definitely probably the first time for some of you in the group. We've also got a couple of other special guests coming into that session, so yeah, it'll be one to see, I bet.
Yeah.
You won't want to miss that. And then the week after that, we'll be on to Dan's campaign, The Pirates of Kal Himar, as we'll be doing some pretty important stuff there as well, as I think we'll be attempting to take out some outposts.
If you want your high level fist, if you want your high level fix, they're level 15. Go and check it out. That's
Yeah.
our other-
Tasty.
This is the low level stuff. We also got a nice high level campaign if you want to go check that out. Does anyone else have any plugs before we close up this session as you are sitting in this hideout?
Start with Jams. Just plug all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like cool D&D art, I make some sometimes. You can find me at JamScandral on most socials. If you want some cool art from me, I'm probably going to start doing some stuff as like a thank you for the Patreons, as a little extra bonus. I was gonna discuss this after, but I might as well start plugging it now. If you join our Patreon at £5 a month or higher, I'll do a little thank you sketch for you.
Oh, that's
As a
Hell
little
yeah.
bonus, as a little bonus incentive to say thank you. So if you're already a Patreon, I assume that you can contact them and be like, hey, here's an extra thing that you can get.
Yeah.
But that's every time someone signs up, you can get one of those as well. If you like more art in general, come and follow me everywhere else. I will be drawing all of the horrendous crimes that we commit during this campaign and all of the silly things that occur. So make sure you're following on our socials. Follow us. You can join the Heroes Grove Discord. You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch. If you've been watching and you're not following us,
Follow.
why? What are you doing? You'll get alerts every time we stream, just in case you forget. But we're on every Sunday.
Especially hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Not
Okay.
this bell.
Don't dox me!
Speaking of excellent art, thank you to all of the artists who did all of
Yes.
our character depictions.
Yes.
Their names are all rotating on the side there, so do check them out as well. And also, I'm sure you'll be able to find them. We should update the Nifty People link, the Heroes of the Grove link.
Heroes of the Grove. Yeah.
You can
Speaking
also
of more excellent art,
yeah.
check out Dungeoneers Pack as well.
Check out Dungeoneers Pack. It's our Instagram page. We do weekly magic items, we do weekly tables, and we do weekly other things. There's a wild card post each week. What was the theme this month, guys?
The theme this month is another guide to the planes. We're doing the 4
Extremes of alignment. So we
Good.
do law, chaos, good, and evil. We've already done Limbo and Mechanis. New one will be going up on Wednesday.
which
so
is chaos
check
and
out
law,
the page.
respectively.
Yeah.
Also, buy art from Annie's store, the Bramble Row.
Yes. Yeah.
That's linked below.
Nice things.
I think
She makes
also while we're
amazing
talking
fabric.
about Dungeoneers Pack, I just want to say I think my favourite item ever we did this week.
Oh, it's been really
It's glorious. You should definitely go check it out if you like D&D, which I presume you do if you're here.
Post the table in the break.
Oh, that's okay. There'll be another post coming probably tomorrow, which will be a nice little table for y'all. Anyone else got any plugs? Plugerinos?
I got
Yes.
a couple.
Go on.
Firstly, well done, Bath Spa
Congrats.
Slam team. For those that don't know, myself and the Yellow Leather Jacket poet, Poetry OD, Catherine O'Driscoll, have been coaching Bath Spa's Uni Slam team. They're up in Birmingham at the moment. They came 4th which was an incredible feat. They got to the final of the competition, so well done. Love you all. And if you enjoy poetry, comedy, DJing, music and stuff, you can find me at the Bristol Beacon this Wednesday. Tickets are free. It's from 6 till 11. It's an event run by Elevate Us Bristol, I think, is what they are called. 6 till 11. Tickets are free. Networking, just talking about how to get involved in creative industries in Bristol. I'm going to be doing some poems, talking about how I got to where I am in the poetry industry. So yeah, come on, it'll be a good time.
What day was it?
This is Wednesday. Also, delightfully, I've seen the booking and they've put me just before a stand-up comedian and my whole set's grief. So good luck following.
That would be excellent, nice palate cleanser.
Yeah.
I have a quick plug. If you like films, I've got a film on Amazon Prime that I helped make, and I'm in briefly. No one sent me a screenshot of me in it yet. If you spot me, send it to me.
We should watch it this week.
I'll give you points. Also, our house is in it.
Yeah, our kitchen is in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll put the link in chat. Check it out if you want. No pressure.
Listen to my band. We're called Wildcat Boozy. And lastly, if you make any art of our characters, please send it to us. We fucking love to see it.
Hashtag Ellseworld. Hashtag that shit.
Yeah, last time
Make
there
sure you
was some
spell it
amazing.
correctly, but yeah, if you post anything on social media, please at us in it and put it under the hashtag Ellseworld so that we can keep 2 L's SE, so that we can see it and so that other people who come and check out the campaign as well can also see your fantastic contributions.
Thanks so much.
And for the rest of this week, I'm probably going to be loitering outside Sainsbury's until security stops me, so come say hello.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for joining. Thank you to I think there was a few of you that followed as well. Thank you so much for that.
Petricorian, so lovely to have you here. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Tell your friends. If they don't like D&D, get new friends and tell them. But until that point in time, hope you have, as you lay down on your nice mossy bed of grass, we hope you have a lovely long rest, and we'll see you back at the Grove. Stay Grovey, heroes!
Love it.